She just wants to hang out and be part of
it. She wants to be internet famous.
Yeah, she does. Honestly, that's a good way to get internet famous. Just have that shot of the cat all times.
Just have like 10 cats behind you, just moving around.
Ooh, introducing
like 10
cat
cats
cam.
behind you, just
Have
moving around.
Ooh, introducing
like 10
cat
cats
cam.
behind you, just
Have
moving around. Guys, I'm loving this light over here for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really just getting all the angles.
Looking real good.
It's getting all the
good and bad. It's getting all of them.
It doesn't matter. All the crevices, crow's feet, everything. It's beautiful.
Okay.
We can do some concealer next time.
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you.
So we should be technically live now, I think.
Technically,
yes,
we're
technically.
Live.
Technically,
probably take a couple minutes for people to get here, and then we can start determining what
good
our
and bad.
audio
Getting
levels
all of
sound
them.
like. Oh god, opening the stream again. Then I got hit with double audio everywhere. Okay, there we go. So if anybody is in the chat already, if you can tell me what I sound like, if my volume is okay, that would be great, and then we can start going through individual players and seeing where their audio levels are at, and hopefully get everything sounding good. Hopefully. And if not, then I'm just going to guess based on what I can hear. And I'm going to find... Where's this? Play some peaceful music to fill in the background. Oh god, Starbuck. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Ben. So it sounds good to you.
This is like the beginning of a hardcore song.
Kyle, also known as 6TG5, will you say some stuff?
Some stuff.
Perfect.
My name is Kyle. Is that good?
Yeah, that should be enough. And there's a delay, so
Sweet.
we'll have to wait until they're able to hear it. But I'm actually not. Actually, I guess I can raise the desktop volume if that doesn't sound good. Okay. And then actually, let's have Hezia go ahead and just say some random nonsense too, and we'll see if that's audible.
Hello, my name is Morgan.
Beautiful! And
are we introducing ourselves?
10 out of 10. I don't know. I just said
this is
something.
just an audio check real quick. And then, Senna, you can do the same thing.
Insert random nonsense here.
Terrific. And now, Wheezy.
Hello.
Okay, so we're gonna wait until Ben tells us that all of that sounds good, and then we should be good. And let me know if the music audio is too loud or anything like that. Okay. And just so everybody knows, that's starting to come into the stream. This will be done. Oh, cool! I can see the multi-stream chat, and I can see where it's coming from too. Dope. So I can minimize all this. Okay. This is going to be running the Foundry Adventure Clash at the Kobold Cauldron. It's available to everybody that has a Foundry license for free. All of the maps and everything are already pre-walled. Hello, Starbuck. It's already got walls and lights put together for everything. All of the tokens and actors are already placed where they should be. I'm going to be showing y'all this from my DM view, if my cat moves. And music may be a tiny bit loud, but may just be me here. I can drop that down just a little bit. There we go.
Sounds good to me.
Music audio. Okay, yeah. So another person saying music audio could be a little quieter. I'll go a little lower on that. That should be good. It's a cool adventure. I have not done extensive review of this, so apologies if any of it is amateurish. This will probably overwhelmingly be amateur hour or amateur 4 hours. We've got a hard stop at 11 o'clock, so we're not going to keep y'all around for too long. But with all of the audio checks sounding good, and it looks like music audio is good now according to chat, if we'd like to go in the same order, starting with 6, you can say what and who your character is.
All right. I'm Kyle, and I am playing 6T D5, who was once a character, was once in a why can't I think of words right now?
A gladiatorial
was
arena.
Gladiator, yes, gladiator. Until he met Wheezy, and he speaks in conditionals, so that'll be fun. You can also check me out at Gray Matter Studios on YouTube if you want to check that out.
Awesome, thank you very much. And Hezia?
Hello. Okay, I already said I'm Morgan, but I am playing Hezia, and I am playing a half-orc barbarian. I'm like 6'2", and I have super cool tattoos all on my arms and on my chest. And I'm basically just super strong, but also very sensitive. And Senna is my best friend, but she doesn't really know it. In my head, she's my best friend.
Love it.
Yeah, and that's it.
And then next up, Senna. You can pick up from there.
I mean, I just learned I have a best friend, and so that just made my day. But
That story is so fun.
my name is Wendy, but I'm playing a human variant Circle of the Stars druid named Senna. Senna comes from a kind of like nomadic people who live in the desert and has a very strong connection to that desert background that she has.
Yes, and
End of introduction.
and mentioning that Circle of the Stars is Unearthed Arcana, so it's not official, but it looks pretty good to us, and it's been fun to play so far. And it's a druid subclass. And then Wheezy.
Hello, name's Wheezy. My friends call me Wheeze. I'm a halfling rogue. Didn't really have a lot of friends growing up, but I made one with 6. And now we're here and we're just doing our thing. And that's it, really. There's not much to it.
And that's it, really. Just as a final bit, Clash of the Kobold Cauldron was made by Jepeku, Paperforge, It's a D&D Monster Now, Music D20, The Griffin Saddlebag, and DM Dave. And just as a quick run-through of modules that I'm using, because I know there's probably going to be a few people that want to know what's being used. It's the Beyond 20 module, which all the players will be using to roll for their characters. Dice Tray over here in the chat for any additional stuff that they need added. GM Scene Background, I'm actually not using that. I thought that I might, though. We're using Jitsi for the web view, Turn Marker for some combat stuff, pulled in the characters with VTTA's D&D Beyond integration, and we're also using VTTA's Iconizer and Tokenizer. Also, what's up, Ben, Alan, get ready for game night, and Drew in the chat so far.
That was not words that you just said. You just put together a bunch of nonsense.
I heard the words.
Thank you.
I understood.
No, it's good to see everybody in the chat. Hopefully this will be fun. Do not judge us too harshly, because these are actually the players have only had 2 opportunities before to play these characters. They were all made fresh because we needed 10th level characters for this, and in our normal game they're 6th level. So they've had a lot of additional powers and things to try to figure out, especially Senna, who is Unearthed Arcana, so there's not an awful lot of like pre-gen recommendations out there.
Not to mention, I play a monk in our main campaign, and I have so many spell slots as a druid, and it's a lot, so...
Mine's easier. Mine's way easier. I love it.
So anyway, where we left in our last kind of like session 0-y kind of situation was that you all had just been given some details about a town that was turning into kind of a party city known as Knotside. And we're going to pick up as you've begun, or as you're ending your day's travel to get to Knotside. And you find, moving towards the city, that eventually in the middle of the road stands a group of 8 unarmored men and women. Each of them is holding a club in their hands, and they're looking your way. But that's not the most troubling thing. They all have glowing red eyes, and their stomachs appear unnaturally distended, almost like massive beer guts hanging over their respective belts. "Give us your booze money, One of them shouts, and the rest of the mob starts to nod in agreement, and they raise their clubs and begin approaching you. And we'll activate our first scene, the coastal road.
Can I roll an insight check? Do they seem like they are under any kind of influence of
yes,
something?
you can roll an insight check. Let me pull out.
Get your own boost money.
Why did they roll 2? Oh, because it rolls... Right, never mind, I remember.
Okay, so
17.
Looking at them, you can tell that they're a mixture of dwarves, humans, half-elves, and things like that. So they are otherwise normal races that have never really been known for having red eyes, and they seem kind of unnaturally aggressive, almost as if they're under the influence of something.
Query, Wheeze, do we have gold to give them?
Well, why would we do that?
Statement. They ask for money. I have some extra.
Right. Well, we only know them, so I would say no.
As y'all are having this conversation, the 8 commoners have begun to make a move over towards you, with their clubs still bared, shouting demands for coin, or for they are shouting something about something called Red Claw.
Red
Yes.
Claw?
And if no one is going to do anything, then we'll be entering a combat as the first commoner reaches over to Hezia with a club and is going to make a swing.
Well, that's rude.
It is rude.
Right.
Let's
That's all
see.
that's coming.
And so
Okay.
this dwarf commoner rushes over to you with its club held high, and we're starting with a natural 20.
Ooh.
Wow.
So this
Okay.
commoner runs over,
Well,
half drunk with rage, and just swings a club across your chest, manages to connect, and does not very much. 2 points of critical damage as the club connects with your ribs, and you feel a small amount of pain, but pretty good for a random person to hit you.
Can I hit him back, or do I have to wait for initiative?
Yeah, here, let's run this into initiative real quick. There we go. Start.
Matt, I need to roll my Cosmic Omen for the day.
Okay, sure, you can roll that. 2. Let me
Whoa, got it.
roll for all of the NPCs, and so you all can roll for your initiative if you want to.
So if I saw that happen, would I be able to hide behind this here
You would
crate,
be able to do it when it is
before-
your turn.
Damn it!
There's not enough quick action
For the shot.
as
With
they were
shot.
starting to head over to you.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
there's so many dice on the...
Yeah, it's rolling the dice.
What is happening? I've never seen this. This is great.
This is what happens when you get a whole bunch of commoners rushing towards you. Okay, so unsurprisingly, at the top of the round, we have our rogue Wheezy. What would you like to do? And actually, let me hit begin combat, and we'll see turn marker tracking who's going.
Ooh, I have a rune around me.
That's super cool.
All right, one more first move behind this crate
Fair,
here.
fair.
So can I do that? Okay.
We'll actually change this music over to our Exploring Not side playlist.
I thought we were just gonna have a really zen fight. That would have been great.
yeah.
All right, and then
They're gonna be pushovers, so it's fine.
that's a spirit. All right, so I'm gonna fire with my crossbow. The one that just hit
Gotcha.
Heads you
So you're
up.
going after this
with sneak
not
attack
sunroof.
because sneak attack. I think?
Yes, it will be sneak attack because you have an ally
Hells
right next to
yeah. Hells yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so a 25 against a commoner will definitely hit, and you do a fantastic 21 points of damage. Okay. So you see Wheezy kind of immediately maneuver over behind a crate, pop up above it, and launch his hand crossbow, and it just connects directly through the eye of this first commoner next to Hezia, and he goes down like a sack of bricks.
All right, and then my bonus action, I would like to hide
You
behind
got
the
it. Roll a
crate.
stealth check for me. I'm not going to bother rolling perception for them. They are probably not going to see you.
I don't. There's a lot of them, so
Yeah, with a 28 stealth, it is physically not possible for them to track where you're moving. Behind this crate, standing alone in the middle of a field.
I kind of make some tea.
So that'll end Wheezy's turn. That'll bring us to 6.
All right. Observation. They want to die. And I'm going to run up. And I'm going to attack this lovely one here. I'll just do normal. They're commoners. they got nothing.
Okay, yes, a 17 will hit and 11 damage. That's gonna do it. You cut clean through this commoner who half of his body falls backwards and the other half starts to collapse forward onto his knees. Anything else you want to do?
And then I'll attack the next one as well next to me.
You got it.
Ooh,
that will also hit,
11.
and that one,
of course
I'm not going to bother changing their health. This one also goes down. You swing your sword and then immediately swing it back in the other direction, leading to another collapsed commoner. And unless you have any movement, that'll end your turn.
I'm going to move, and I'll say, observation, this is too easy.
I'm behind the crate. There you go, 6.
So, as those 3 commoners collapse within 6 seconds of getting within the range of your party, the others start looking around kind of in a panic, and they are all going to take the disengage action, and they're going to actually, I guess I'll have to go in their order. They all start kind of screaming. This one takes its disengage action, and it runs its full movement 30 feet away from you. That will end his turn. This not side reveler does not get a turn because they are half of a body, Darth Mauled on the ground. And then we will go to Hezia.
I saw that guy run, right?
Yes, and they're all kind of...
Okay.
Their red eyes are wide.
I'm just gonna turn to everyone and be like, this seems like a really mean town. Why are we coming here again? And I am just going to like walk towards them big, but not actually attack them. But I'm gonna like try to.
You got it. Roll an
them.
intimidation check for me.
Further make them go away.
What a gentle giant.
And that will.
Uh-oh. Did we lose?
No, he's back.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so you go forward. Yeah, with a 21 intimidation, you see fear struck into the hearts of every single one of these commoners who, if their eyes weren't wide before, are wide now, and they're standing as tall as they can. And this reveler is going to go away from 6, so he doesn't have to take disengage, and he's going to take his action to keep moving and go as far away as possible from everyone here. And that'll bring us to Senna.
Do we want to let him run? Or...
I don't see why not.
It feels really morally questionable to just kill a bunch of commoners, so I'm gonna just move forward a little bit there, and just to look intimidating with Hezia, I'll go ahead and bonus action Shillelagh, so my staff is glowing, and just like look.
You got it. Roll an intimidation check with advantage for me, and while you do that, I'm gonna grab this commoner who also doesn't have to take a disengage. So he's gonna take his full movement. Running as
19.
as far away as possible. Should have zoomed out a little bit more there.
Some scary motherfuckers.
60 feet. Okay. So they're all starting to get away. And if y'all are okay letting them run away, we'll kind of just fast forward to 3 remaining corpses hiding in front of you as the rest of them have all run away. And as you kind of stand there in the now fresh corpses on the path with you, you hear kind of in the direction where the commoners ran off the sound of some hooves, and you see a number of well-armed militiamen coming forward, and the lead militia member looks over to you and says, "Oh, adventurers, need you any aid?"
All right.
Just kind of look
Observation.
down at the corpses, like.
We got it.
Observation. They were bad at fighting.
What he said.
So the leader rides up to you and he takes off his helmet and he's this. Hume, he says, "My name's Callias. I see you've already had a bad run-in with the locals, unfortunately."
Do your locals normally have glowing red eyes?
No, but unfortunately at the moment, about half of the town folk do.
Do you have any idea what the cause of this is?
Yes, it started about a month ago, I'd say. This group of monks rode into the city offering up barrels and bottles of this liquor called Red Claw, if you've heard of it. Only a few taverns bought it and the monks left. But right away it was a huge hit. Anyone who had a taste immediately started speaking his praises, claiming it was the best spirit they'd ever tasted. And the monks came back a few days later, bringing more, and soon everyone started drinking the stuff. But the more they drank...
Well, I mean, I've heard the claw's the law, so...
And unfortunately, as the lawman here, I'm going to have to tell you it is not the law here. It's actually the law not to drink it. It's extremely dangerous. But these monks, as they came back, they brought more and more people started drinking this stuff. And the more they drank, the more of it they wanted. The third time the monks came, they were mobbed. And when that supply ran out, riots started. The fourth time, people had to have more. The monks came armed this time, and the prices went up. Way up. Didn't matter, of course. People of our city were obsessed with it. They were throwing all their gold, their jewels, whatever they could get their hands on onto the monks' wagons just for a few bottles of the stuff. Those who couldn't get a taste started to go violent. We've been trying to find the source of the liquor itself, but we just haven't had much luck, and the few men that I have left tied up quelling the riots. If you're adventurous, judging by the bodies at your feet, it looks like you are. I hope you can assist us in finding the source of this liquor, and in turn, a return to our city's sanity.
Recitation. We should find the liquor so you guys can all be really good at fighting. Especially you, Wheeze. You need it.
I climb up 6 to the top.
Has anyone followed the monks yet? Have we followed them to see where the liquor is?
Yes, I sent a few of my men to track the car after their last visit. They tracked them about 20 miles over to the northeast towards the Basilisk Spine. If you're interested in taking the job, I do have a map that my scouts marked off as far as they were able to track it.
Did they end up finding where the monks came from, or is that just as far as they
They
tracked
reached out
them?
into the foothills, and at that point, it was starting to get to nightfall, and going too much farther in get a little too dangerous, and they made their way back. But we can get you pretty close.
Makes sense. Well, we can probably figure out the rest from there. I mean, I don't see why not.
And if you are...
Right, so like, are you paying or what?
Of course. Well, unfortunately, the city of Northside's, most of its jewels and riches are now in the hands of whoever these brewmasters are, and I must say, with the amount that was taken and the problems it's caused in the city, if you were to find it, you could probably take a quarter of it, and we'd consider it a fee.
Well, they're paying, so sounds good to me.
But if we don't find it, we don't get paid, right?
Well,
Observation. If we
Fair enough.
fight them and we earn the money, why do we need to give it to you?
well,
I tap 6 on the head at a boy.
well, Warforge, if you threaten the city of Northside, you'll find yourselves under the piracy laws and under attack by the Marked One of Finstra. I'm offering well-paying money for well-done work. And no, if you don't find it, you can't get paid because couldn't pay you if we don't even know where it is.
Six,
Yeah.
what do you even want with money? I mean, that seems like such a frivolous thing to concern yourself with. I say we do it. It sounds really interesting.
Recitation. I got in trouble for tax evasion, if you recall. I need money.
Oh, no.
That's
But
right.
isn't it money that got you into the trouble of the tax evasion in the first place? You see what I mean? This is like a self-fulfilling cycle of just worldly evils, Six.
Sanya, they said they pay. I don't understand why we're still having this conversation.
I'll turn to Callias, excuse me, and I'll be like, query. Does that count as taxes if we give you the 3/4 of it back?
Well, you won't have to pay the 3/4 taxes, but under certain jurisdiction of the marked one, yeah, you'll still have to pay your taxes. Six, I guess, is your name.
But you know what? If you don't pay your taxes, Six, then maybe Hezia's boyfriend will show up. You remember that devil from the 7th Circle of Hell? Just saying.
Yeah.
Or Legs. You might know him as Legs.
Are
He's
we
just
supposed
like-
to meet Ruckus here, or is he not coming?
So this will be a little bit of... Let me do a little bit of backstory.
Damn, calm down, girl. You thirsty? Damn.
Ruckus is 20 feet tall. I need to
So, for anybody watching, before we did this game, we did two pre-session 0 games to let everybody get a feel for their characters, and Six wasn't able to make it to the first one, so to write him out, I said that he was in prison for tax evasion, and the group had to participate in a battle royale competition to be able to get him out into a work release program so that he could try to work and pay off the rest of his tax dues. And the person that led them through that was a large devil named Ruckus, who is one of the lead accountants in the Department of Soul Sacrifice and Tax Collection in the 7th Circle of Hell. Didn't think we'd get into the backstory at all.
That's all we got.
For what it's worth.
Hezia just tried to bone him. Just tried to bone him the whole time.
I did
It was
not.
supposed to be purely
about his lifting habits, okay?
It was definitely supposed to be exposition, and we knew we were just doing it to fight, but it still took 45 minutes of us like trying to fix them up before we got
Yeah, so
there.
never rely on your players to be able to quickly do anything, because they will spend 45 minutes insight checking a character that didn't have a backstory at all, but now does.
It's not my fault. Ruckus is super hot, guys, okay? Blame that on that.
Yes.
Right, so Callias, you need some help.
The whole city of
I
North
think
Side
we
needs
can
your
offer
help.
that. We can offer that. Guys? I mean, if it's like these guys, I shot one with the arrow, it was done like that.
I can't tell you how.
Can I make an insight check on Callias and just make sure he's being like honest and forthright and he seems
Yeah,
like
you
a
can do an
good
insight
guy?
check.
Seems fine to me.
Where's the thing? There's the thing.
While they're talking, can I just like rummage through this guy's body?
Yes, you can. Roll an investigation check for me. So with a 16 insight, you see that he looks exhausted, and you see the other men standing around with him, or the other militia members standing nearby. 21 investigation.
Natural 20.
Oh, gotta hate her. Gotta hate her right now.
So you see that they look exhausted and they look honest, and you can see on them like dents in their armor that look like it might have come from similar clubs and attacks from other members of the city. And it doesn't seem like he's lying about anything. He doesn't know too much more about the people that he's sending you against, just that he doesn't have the means to go after them. And with a 21 investigation check off of a poor commoner who's given everything that they have to try to get some Red Claw, I will say that you find a large wooden club, and you find a flask with maybe a few droplets of something remaining inside of it.
Drink it.
I want the flask, but I'm not going to drink it. I just want
That's
the
fair.
flask.
So you can add a flask to your inventory.
Okay.
And
So, Callias, I still also wrote it down and then was like, how do you say that? Are there any symptoms in between the time when they start drinking it and then this happens? Is this a gradient, or are they kind of themselves one minute and they're gone the next?
it seems like when they first drink it that they immediately think that it tastes delicious. And it's it's not too bad at that moment. They'll do what they can to get some more. They'll go through efforts to try to buy it or to find it from somewhere else. But once you get to that second glass, that third, fourth glass, that's when it seems like people start to get more aggressive, and they'll do anything that they possibly can to find their way to more of this red claw.
And Matt, you said that they have like distended abdomens,
Yes.
Is that right? Can I roll like a medicine check on that?
Yeah,
and
roll a
just...
medicine check for me.
Claus, you don't happen to have a sample, do you?
If I had a sample, I can't say that I would even let you give it a try. It's too dangerous. I can't have a couple of powerful adventurers running around causing more trouble for me in this city.
Well, I've been around. Maybe I can handle it.
Observation. Wheeze likes to drink a lot. He's good at it.
Well,
I've seen quite a number of heavy drinkers who have fallen under the table for this thing. I'm sorry, I can't. One, I don't have any on me, because it would just serve to draw more attacks. But I couldn't possibly give it to you even if I did. And so with a 25 investigation check, looking at them, it looks like they have not eaten, and that this is kind of the end result of multiple days or multiple weeks of just drinking and trying to deal with the cravings for Red Claw by, if they don't have any means to drink more of it, they were trying to drink anything else to try to numb the cravings for it. And so it very much is a beer belly kind of thing.
Well, I say we get that map and start trying to figure this out. I mean, I can probably pick up where the map left off.
Query, Callias, when we retrieve the jewels and gold, where do we meet you to deliver them?
You can bring them back here to Northside. If you can't carry them all, it looks like you ain't got a cart or nothing like that. If you don't find any while you're there, you could just bring back, if you could mark on the map as you're going through where you manage to find it, we might be able to get some people over there ourselves. And
cool. All right.
I believe there's one other thing that I wanted to mention for him.
Hey, Six. Why'd you say that thing about me being stronger with it? You don't think I'm strong enough? What's that?
Observation. Did I hurt your feelings? I apologize.
My feelings.
Statement. All I meant by it was you are not necessarily strong. You are good at other things, though. Such as shooting things, drinking, as I mentioned earlier.
All right, well,
and being cool.
All right, well, 1 and 3. 1 and 3 is good, yeah.
So unless there's any other questions that you might have for me, I can give you a map to the place if you want. I might be able to lead you to a place where you could rest for the night and get a start in the morning.
What time is it?
Y'all just did a full day of travel basically to get over here, so it's probably mid-afternoon, roughly around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
All right.
And you said it's like 20 miles off, so yeah, it'd be quite a trek. So, recitation. Yeah. We should go to the end so you guys can rest.
Not opposed.
With that.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, follow me if you will, as close as possible, and we'll try to navigate through the city in a safe way. And so Callias leads you all to an inn kind of on the west side of the town called the Venerable Swordsman. So I'm actually on the south side of the town. It doesn't really make a difference, but that's the accurate location. As you're going through, you see that a bunch of the shops and the taverns and like other things that would normally be interesting in the city have boarded up windows, or they have already broken windows, and it looks like there's been fights or other chaos going on in the town. But eventually, once he gets you to the Venerable Swordsman, before he says goodbye, he says, I can help you with any kind of basics that you might need. If you need anything, I can get you arrows. I can get you some bolts. I could even get you a handful of potions if you're in need of anything.
I mean,
get some bolts, some arrows, some bolts. Probably would be prefer potions? What kind of potion?
Yeah, I think potions would be great.
Yeah.
Definitely. And he kind of motions to one of the militiamen with him who reaches into his back pouch, takes out a collection of... Are you looking for bolts or are you looking for arrows?
I'm looking for bolts.
Yeah. And
You got
he'll
bolts?
hand you 40 additional bolts that you can use. And he will give to each one of you... Wow, it actually does say this. He'll give each one of you 4 regular healing potions.
Each of us?
Yes.
Dang.
4? Oh, sweet.
Y'all ain't getting healed for shit during this game.
Yes.
Matt, in this game, is potions an action then? Because it's normal, I think, right? I know in our other
Yeah,
game
since we're sure, let's
do it as a
say...
bonus action.
I don't know, I still prefer potions being a bonus action.
I
Yeah,
agree.
so we're gonna...
An action if you feed into
Yeah,
someone
it's
else.
action to feed it to somebody else, bonus action to drink your own potion, because spending a whole turn on a potion
Okay.
is lame.
Yeah.
Hey,
I-
Matt, are those bolts just regular?
Yeah, they're just regular bolts. They're not your special +1 bolts. Unfortunately.
Magical town.
It's fine. It's fine. They did what they did.
And while y'all are getting that stuff added into your inventory, I'm just going to say, for anybody that is watching the stream, if you're looking at my notes as we're going through, almost all of these notes come from Foundry and are built in, but anything you see that is all in green like this, or has 4 like lines underneath it, that's stuff that I added in as my own kind of personal notes. But almost everything else in here is just directly from the adventure. So anyway, if y'all have got that in your inventory, you spend the night at the Venerable Swordsman. You're able to get a nice long rest. I think I long rested all of the characters before we started the game. But if not, you can go ahead and do that. And
I'm long resting for my 2 points of damage.
very wise from that critical commoner hit.
Man, you're telling me I could have unloaded on those guys? Damn it. I could have action
And
surge,
kill
kill
every commoner in one round.
I just
I
want
don't know why I hit.
convincing Hezia that we should get matching tattoos, because I'm looking at her like face tattoos and I'm feeling really inspired. And I'm like, but I don't want it to hurt too bad, so maybe just something like a little like friendship tattoo right here, I think that would be like really cute.
I think that would be really nice too.
So anyway, as y'all wake up at the Venerable Swordsman inn, early in the morning, Callias comes by and he says, "Oh, I was thinking all night about this, and I was talking to one of our clerics, and they said that they think if they're able to get some of the original ingredients that goes into making Red Claw, they might be able to determine what it is that it's doing to all the people in the town. So if you can find some of those ingredients and you can bring them back to us, we might be able to help some of the people in the town who have been afflicted with this blasted drink."
Query: if we do get that, do we get more of the reward?
I think 1/4 of the rich city of Northsize wealth is quite enough.
6, you and Weeds can split my cut if you wanted us.
Yeah, we already have an entire peak. I don't know why we need more money,
Statement: we are adventurers. We require money all the time.
He's making points.
Our
Not
gold
listening. He's
pile
making
should be bigger than dragon gold piles.
I'll let you all talk
I
about,
just
Really high standard, 6.
I'll let you all talk about how you're going to
We're good
split
friends.
your portion of the reward, which is 1/4. By the way, I would like to repeat that. And
Each.
that does not add up in any way. You cannot have all 4 quarters. 1/4 for the entire portion that you may then split 4 ways your own. So anyway, I'll let you all get on your way if you're ready to start going towards where our scouts last found them. And hopefully I'll see you back here within a couple of days.
And we have the
Yes,
map.
you have the map. And if y'all are ready to start going out into the world,
Let's do it.
I do need to re-roll my omen for the day because
You
it's a
can
new
do
day.
that.
So, just so you know. Still a wheel. Got it.
Wheel.
excellent. So, As you follow the map that was given to you by Callias, you spend the majority of the day traveling towards this jagged collection of peaks, bluffs, and sheer cliffs that decorate the ocean to the east. You can see beyond the low foothills a volcanic mountain that resides in the heart of the region. Near the end of the day, you begin to notice small rumbles within the earth and the occasional fire plume breaking through the cracks in the ground. Passing the occasional stream or lake, you smell an acrid, sulfuric stench starting to permeate from them, and you stumble upon the occasional flow of lava and pass by pools of molten rock. Eventually, you reach the point where the scouts had to give up their pursuit of the caravan, and you're left on your own to try to determine where to go next.
Can I make a survival check and see if I can track anything that might have... They said they brought it initially on a cart,
Yes.
right?
Can
I'll check for...
Can I do that with Senna? Either give her advantage or roll
Yeah, you can
with
help her look around and you can roll with advantage, or you can both roll once if you like.
And can I look to make
I have
sure?
a +9, so I can do it with advantage if that works.
I'm good at survival, but not a +9, so just take advantage.
Can I look around to make sure we're not being tracked or watched or anything?
Yes,
Had
you can
advantage.
do a perception check for me to see if you're being tracked. 26. Okay. That is very high.
I get an advantage on perception with my staff
Nice.
thingy.
23. So as you're navigating through, you're keeping a close watch to see if anybody seems to be tracking you, and it seems like anybody in the town is now kind of, or within Knotside, is kind of sequestered in there to prevent anybody with this kind of affliction getting out and causing problems for other places. And other than that, you're entering into kind of a wilderness area with these big foothills, so there's not really... Near Knotside, you'd stumble across the occasional town, or not town, but the occasional hut or area where a kind of loner hermit is living. But out in this area, you're mostly just running into the occasional wild animal and things like that. But it doesn't look like anything is tracking you. And
Cool.
with Cinna's 26, through a mixture of finding corks, empty liquor bottles, and these still visible tracks from the cart that lead you deeper into the foothills, despite the kind of rumbles that are starting to distort and make the earth difficult to follow anything that's moving through it. Eventually, you continue navigating through these foothills. And actually, I put these notes in not quite the right order, but as you're going through one of the areas, you're navigating through this area of large stone, and you're being lit from your front by a large pool of molten lava. And as you're starting to maneuver through and continuing to follow where this path leads, you see coming out from the magma, it looks like spurts of fire, but then the spurts of fire remain and maintain their shape, and eventually they start to move towards you as you're navigating through this semi-destroyed, what looks like it might have once been a town, but through proximity to the volcano has started to fall apart. And you see very large, 15-foot tall plumes of semi-shaped fire moving towards you.
Query, can we please fight them?
If you insist.
Okay, so
They're coming towards
Is it
us.
so? It's approaching. Is it just the one?
no, you see, let me see, or you're human, so you do not have full visibility, but these things are so bright that probably all of y'all are able to see.
Oh, I was zoomed in really far. That was part of
Yeah,
it too.
so
Sorry.
you see from your front left, your direct front, and your front right, these three large plumes of semi-shaped fire starting to step forwards towards you. And
Okay. Can I move closer, or are we starting initiative?
I'll say that
I'm just gonna move.
yeah, I'll give
here.
each one of you some movement so
Here.
you can put yourselves where you would be when navigating through this area. I think I put...
Can I stay put but take? No, that's not fair. No, I'm good.
So this is movement we get to make after seeing.
Yeah,
These
but
things
before we
after, or where we
go
would-
directly into combat.
I'll just go over here a little bit.
Got it. Okay, well then, if it's cool, I'm probably
Gonna go hide.
hide behind this rock.
That's totally fair. Okay, so now we are going to go into combat now that we've got everybody where they wanted to be.
But I don't know where these things are. Can we see
And-
them?
Yeah, if you scroll back.
Yeah, just zoom out a
more.
little bit and you should be able to see them. So there we go. We should be in...
Oh, is it like the Olympic fucking torches looking
Yes.
thing?
Yes,
Sweet.
it's the Olympic torches that you will be fighting.
That's what we're fighting.
Got
To
it.
revenge the 2020 Olympics.
Oh, I didn't see this third one over here. Uh-oh.
Yes. Okay, so
Yeah.
there we go. There we go.
I rolled somewhere in there, so it should pop up eventually.
Yeah,
There I
it
am.
got applied. It'll do it like one by one. Hezia, did you roll?
I did. I think it was an 18.
Okay, yeah. It was probably just
Yeah,
before
me
I added the combat thing, which is not your fault. That's mine.
Oh,
Oh, no
sorry.
problem. So let me add that initiative value in. Okay, cool. So at the top of the combat round, oh, we should probably...
For some reason, Matt, my initiative rolled twice, so it should be 15, not 21.
Okay, 15. Let me update that.
Don't know why. I
Thank
did
you
that.
for your honesty. There we go. Okay, so at the top of the combat order, then we are going to start with Wheezy. Oh, Wheeze. Sorry, I like to think
Okay.
we're friends.
We're friends. All right. What the fuck are we doing fighting fire? How do I track my distance? Pretty sure that guy could be in range. Great. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna move over. This is covering, right? Am I looking at that right?
Yes, you do have cover.
Where I am here. Or if I was back to where I was, right? Oops, sorry, my bad. Right there.
Are you asking if it
Without
has
moving?
cover or if you have cover?
If I have cover.
From there, from the far left one, I'd say you'd have maybe quarter cover, which I'm not sure if that actually even gives you an AC boost.
Alright, well, I don't really know what to do, so I'm gonna just fire right here at the one there. I'm gonna fire crossbow. It's a magical crossbow arrow. Boat. So +1.
You got it. So
to
you're
my
using
attack.
that. Awesome. Make your attack roll, if you will.
Because I think it's 30 feet. Yes. How'd it do?
Pretty well.
13. And that is
13 may not
exactly
hit.
its armor class. So well done. So that's doing a total
yeah.
of...
Actually, it would be 14 because it doesn't add that.
Yeah,
it
and so
doesn't
then
add
it's
that arrow.
also 30 damage with your +1 crossbow bolt.
Well, do I have sneak attack? Am I hidden?
That is adding your sneak attack. So it's 9 piercing damage plus your 21 sneak attack damage.
So I was hidden. I just wasn't sure. I wanted to clarify.
Oh,
'cause I didn't
right.
say that I was.
Oh yeah. Did you?
I didn't say I was hiding.
No. Then do not get sneak attack since you were not hiding. Then that is 9 points of piercing damage. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were asking.
No. I want no. I just being
That's
fair.
fair.
But then I'm going to move over here and bonus action.
Got
hide
it.
Behind these.
Very smart. And one second, let me check this. I'm not sure why it's playing the music that it just playing. Is there a file set here? No. Are y'all hearing the music? Or maybe I have this open and I...
Can hear it.
Yeah, it's like the music we started
It's
with.
not
I
the-
think.
Yeah, it hasn't changed for me.
That's odd.
Dude, that's good music. While we're waiting, we should talk more about legs.
Let me see.
Okay,
Any
legs.
other-
What did he eat? 57 chickens with butter on them or something?
Yeah. I beat him in a wrestling match, though.
That's Hezia's boyfriend. That's her boyfriend. She loves him. I don't know.
We're just friends.
I mean, I don't know if they're like at love yet, but
Yeah, we're just friends. We like to lift together.
He's just doing the dirty. He's doing the dirty.
If by lifting weights, then yes.
6 and him do the dirty because they wrestle a lot in the
Good
dirt.
lord.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, so I'm
Smirky smirk.
not sure why that's...
I did give him permission to come to our keep literally whenever because land ownership is theft, so.
And I thought that was a bad idea, but
She was just looking for a fling. She was trying to get a fling.
open
There we
anytime.
go. I'm just...
I invited your not even first date boyfriend
There
to
it
move
is.
in.
Okay. I found the music that was playing that I did not think was playing. There we go. So now we should have just our combat music going. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so that ends Wheezy's turn, or Wheez's turn, which will bring us...
Yeah, 22 by the way for my stealth.
Okay, yeah. Let me roll a perception check for...
I'm not hearing any music.
Here, let me...
I am.
Here,
I am.
Maybe I need to refresh.
I'll start another song.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll a perception check for all 3 of them. This will be this one's first roll. Natural 20. So he is going to be aware of where you are. That one will not have any clue where you are. And neither will that one. Okay, excellent. So this fire elemental has a decent movement speed and is going to come...
Come at me.
Come towards 6T and is going to reach out and touch him. Not a violent sounding attack at all. And so he's going to make an attack against you. Natural 1.
Nice.
So that one's going to miss. And he does have a multi-attack, so he's going to make a second attack, which hopefully will do a little bit better. Ooh!
Oh wow! Get
love to
out
see
of here! That's
What?
insanity.
Can I spirit shield, or do I have to call it before you roll it?
You have to be raging, don't you?
Yes, you're right.
Thank
Crap. Never mind. I forgot. Thank you, Wendy.
For some reason, my camera has frozen. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Hopefully
that's better now.
Oh, I kept him entertained.
I froze. Did I freeze?
No, I can still see you.
No.
Oh, on my end, I
Okay.
froze.
There we go. So that attack hits. So let me roll some damage.
Are you sure?
Oof, not great. So 14 points
That's pretty
of
cool.
damage done to 60 of fire damage. Okay, and that
Wait, 14?
yeah, because it was critical. Or actually, let me.
It doesn't do that automatically.
I forgot to hit critical because
it doesn't-
I do not pay enough attention. So it's actually 2, so that'd be 4 plus. 11 points actually, because it doesn't double the modifier. It only doubles the dice. That's my
Right.
bad.
Cool.
Okay.
And actually, because he missed me the first time, can I hit him with my reposit?
Yes, you may. And riposte, I think.
All right. And riposte, yes, I will riposte him. With my great sword.
Riposte.
Ooh,
13 again. Yeah, that's exactly their armor
That's
class.
good. I'm going to. Okay, cool. And I also get a D10 because I used my die. Oh, whoops. No.
And so that's 13 damage.
What's going on? Yeah, plus. Hang on. For some reason. This,
Oh, do you get to add something from your fancy dice?
I get a D10 because.
Okay, so
yeah,
16
because I
total.
used.
Removed from his health.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Cool.
That will end its turn, and that will bring us to Hezia.
Okay.
Oh, also, I'm sorry to interrupt. 6, you are on fire.
Uh-huh. Oh,
I'm sorry, I should have told you that. Yes. Yes,
What
so
does
you are
that mean?
on fire, and you will be taking 1d10 fire damage at the start of each of your turns. So I'm going to apply
Sweet.
this fire status effect, if I can see a good one. Yeah, fire. There we go.
Cool. Oh, geez, I am all on
Yes.
fire.
How do you put that out? Do you like action, stop, drop, and roll?
We'll have to see. So now, Hezia, you can take your turn. My apologies.
Love it.
Okay, so I am going to see my boy is in trouble.
Yes, you see Six very much on fire.
He's metal. He'll be fine.
Angle, is this where I would need to be to like
You
flank?
need to be one over to the right. Yes, though unfortunately it would be difficult terrain to move through Six, and you can't move through its space.
Yeah. Let's see. You know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna come over here and slash him
You got
anyway. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to be like, I can't even use my cool flame sword and go into a rage.
Nice.
And,
The sad rage.
yeah, sadly. And I'm going to still pull my great
You got it.
sword and just not make it flame up. And I'm going to hit him twice.
For a lot. Okay, so 13. So that is 7 points of slashing damage. Because
Okay, and then
sword is not on
I
fire.
get 2 attacks.
Yes, you do get 2 attacks.
Okay. And then
That one will also hit. So 10 slashing damage. Very nice. So you run over with your sword and you just start swinging it through this plume of fire, and you see it just it disappears, and then more flame comes to reform it. But it does start to look like the flame is a little slower to fill in those empty spots. It's not like it didn't do any damage, and it looks like it did what you would expect to fire. But
Okay. And that's gonna be it for me.
Then that will bring us to Senna.
Oh, I hear the music now.
I have a series of questions. Firstly, are they humanoid?
Roll a nature check.
Okay.
Throw some sand on that bitch.
22.
They are not humanoid. They are elemental.
Okay. My other question is, are they walking? Are they on the ground, or are they kind of floating?
They're on the ground, sort of, and they're taking steps. They have a shape.
Okay, I don't know if I want to fuck with it though, because you never know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and reach up towards the sky and be like, I love you guys' this whole like fire deal. That's so cool, and cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I am going to. Okay, so 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius. Oh yeah, I'll get them all. I'll center
Your
it.
whole image. Your image is it's so you.
It's like such an aesthetic, and I love it. So can I center it like around this area? It has a 60-foot radius, so really it should be able to get all of them. But for the first,
Is this
attack of it?
radius, or is this a square, or?
So it is a 60-foot radius, but that's just the shape of the whole storm cloud. Anything within that radius, I pick one target.
Gotcha. And so where did you want the center to be?
About
Gotcha.
here.
I'm going to place a 60-foot. Or no, does this?
Why do I feel like I'm gonna be in it? I know it's not gonna hurt me. I'm just saying, like, why do I feel like it's gonna be that big when I see it eventually on the screen? It's just gonna be like ridiculous.
It is a 60-foot radius. So.
That's true. Yeah. Geez. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
That's not right.
That's what I thought.
So that's 5.
It's bigger than that.
Sorry, my mouse covers.
Druids are whack, man.
There
Wow.
we go.
Why are none of us playing druids in the main campaign? What the fuck are we doing, guys?
I miss my simple days of punching things. Can I target this guy over here? For the first strike of it, though.
Yes, the person, the elemental to the left.
Yes, to the far left. Because anything around my point needs to make a dexterity saving throw, and I'm gonna, avoid the rest of you. So if it would please make a dexterity saving
Still not
throw.
positioning this properly. There we go. That should be the right one. There we go. Okay. So
That's a good roll.
That was a good
move
roll.
this over here. To
Yeah, I was just
have it
gonna. I was
cover
thinking that.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, okay. So that is 16 points of lightning damage. Or why is it rolling lightning damage twice?
Because it's
3d10
Wait, actually, no, that's not
plus
right.
1d10?
It should only be rolling the one. Oh, because if we're in stormy conditions, it adds an additional
Oh, gotcha.
D10.
We are not in stormy conditions, unfortunately, so that will just be 16,
16,
points of
okay.
damage. Oh, I am on the...
Did they make dexterity saving? Because it's just the one that should be
Right, he has to
affected
make
by
a
it.
dexterity saving throw. Let me run that real quick.
Yes.
Normal dexterity saving throw. 20. So it looks like that is successful.
Can I use my one of my wheels to subtract from his roll and bring it down to a 17? It still
Sorry.
saves, so he
That's
takes half.
truly unfortunate luck.
Okay.
Wheel.
Does he take any
The
damage?
lamest of the lame. He takes half. I just closed
of
it
your
so I could
turns.
mark off my
Oh,
omen. Hold on. Call lightning. Half as much on a
Excellent.
successful save.
Half as much on a successful save, so that was
But the storm
16,
is still
so that's
prevalent,
half
so I
to
can continue.
8 points of damage. Let me make that minus
Doing
8.
that.
Okay, excellent. Does that end your turn?
And I'm just gonna scooch over here a little
You
bit.
got it. Okay. Then
That's
that will bring us to the fire elemental's turn, who is going to... It doesn't see where Wheezy is, who is the person who attacked it. Senna didn't hurt
Wheeze.
too bad. Hezia hurt its friend pretty bad, so it's going to go over there and make 2 touch attacks against her. And the first one is a 22, which should hit. And actually, it's at advantage
Yeah,
because it is flanking you with its friend.
I was waiting for you to say that.
And I'll just roll its second attack too. 17. Does a 17 hit you, Hezia? Okay,
Yes,
so
it
it's
does.
going to hit you twice, so 2 damage rolls. So you take a total of 17 points of fire damage as this giant fire elemental comes forward and basically just hugs you into its grip, and your body, similarly to 60, is on fire now. So let me go ahead, mark your status effect, and that will bring us to 6 for his first actual turn. That's not just riposting.
All right. I will first state
Oh, and
statement.
you do take
I never fought fire before.
fire
This
damage
is fun.
at the top
All
of
right.
your turn. So you take 1d10
Still
fire
fun.
damage.
Just on fire. This is great.
So that's 3 points
We're
of fire
having the
damage
best
to you
time.
at the start of your turn.
3. All right. Let me mark that. Cool. And 6 is going to ignore the
Classic.
fire, and he's going to step right here
Awesome.
and get advantage. And he's going to do
Make
great
my job harder, Jesus.
great weapon master.
You got it.
Great weapon master attacks.
That'll hit. So that's
Okay.
24 points
Cool.
of damage, right? Because great weapon.
That's 24 points of damage. And I'm going to do Great Weapon Master
Classic.
again. And let me double check, make sure that I can, if I have to state it before I do it, when I hit a creature. Cool.
That
Okay,
also hits.
so 23 points of damage, and I'm going to use Maneuvering Attack to add another D10.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it to Hezia. So she can move up to half her movement as her reaction to move half her movement without getting an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so
And I'll say, statement, get out of the way, get out of the range. Or
does
get
it
out of the
say
way.
without taking attack of opportunity from the creature that you hit or from any creature?
Creature can use half its speed without attacks from the target of your
Okay,
attack.
gotcha.
Okay, my.
So you
yeah,
could move away if you wanted to without provoking an attack of opportunity from this creature. The other one next to you could, depending on where you move, still make an attack. So with Great Weapon Master, your 13 goes to 23, and then you add that d6 onto it for 29 total points of damage. My
29.
word.
Great Weapon Master.
You attack with a
goat,
sword, right?
I attack with
Okay,
a
yeah,
great
so
sword,
your
but
massive
not
sword
magical.
is just carving through, and
Yeah.
Hezi on the other side sees it coming through and almost has to start dodging out of the way because it's so large, starting to move through this creature's space. And you see that what was once a great and giant flame in front of you is now starting to go down into just a pretty big flame instead of a quite large flame. Is that it for your turn?
Yes. Is Hezia moving for her reaction?
Probably not.
Well, you can at least get out of the range of advantage from them.
That's true.
So
but
you can
would I
stay-
get advantage on my attack if I stay there?
Oh, I can move too. I forgot. I am gonna move because I have maneuvering. So I move 10. So 15. And will I be in lava if I move here? I'll move here actually. But if I'm, I'll move there.
We're taking
And-
attack of opportunity, or can it not with your maneuver?
No, I don't because I have
gotcha.
mobility. I have the feet mobile
Very
or
cool,
whatever
very
it is.
cool.
So since I attacked it,
I think I'm still gonna stay here because I'm gonna hit this guy.
advantage right
You
there.
got it.
You think? I mean, like,
You'll get advantage. Fine. I just didn't want you to
move there, but like this guy, is he only looking lightly rough?
He's
or is
looking
he, like,
very
looking-
rough. He's still tall, but it's a flame instead of a bonfire now.
We's got it.
Like, I low key feel like if I stay here, it'll be fine because he might die, and I can just
Okay.
put on
All
this.
right. Yeah.
It's fine. It's
No,
fine.
it's fine. It's fine.
Sorry. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate
Okay,
it.
so that ends
I got all this
Six's
stuff.
turn, and that will bring us to this other fire elemental, who is going to. Has how much? Not quite enough to get there. Ooh, but enough to get here. Is going to come over towards
no.
Senna,
Shit.
and wrong character sheet.
I'm gonna do
Why?
You're the only
guardian
person that can
thingy.
reach. So it's going to come forward and make 2 touch attacks against you.
Oh no, not that. Something else. Spirit shield is what I'm
The
talking
9,
about.
I think, is not going to hit you, but the 24 should.
No.
So the
Correct.
fire elemental comes
Where'd
forward and
Kyle
tries
go?
to reach towards you. You see it coming, and you start dodging out of the way, but then its other hand comes forward and catches you in kind of a sucker punch. And you take 10 points of fire damage, and you are now also ablaze.
Could I do my spirit shield thing to at least reduce her damage?
Yeah, you can do that. 10. Okay. Yeah, so you
No damage. You're just still on fire.
yes,
Sorry,
you are very
friend.
much on fire, but you are not
Welcome back.
you are not taking any damage as is there any distance limit for your spirit shield?
30 feet.
Yeah, so that's very much within
we're like 20.
range. Awesome, yeah. So you see a spiritual remnant of Hezia's rage fly forward and block the fire from burning you, but still managing to set you on fire.
like,
It's
Merle, that was so nice of you.
and that will unfortunately end its turn and bring us back to the top of the round with Wheezy.
Well, I had options and then they went away. Bye. All right. Okay. You said the one next to Hezi was looking kind
Yes,
of rough.
very rough.
Looking like a smaller. Okay. Okay, then I'm hidden. But I don't. All right, I'm gonna peek out and fire at the one that just attacked Senna that I
Got
can
it.
see.
Then you will have sneak attack on that
With
because you do have an ally within its
sneak
position.
attack?
Or within
Yep.
range of it. Oh my god, so many dice. But unfortunately with a 10, it will not hit. You send it launching and the flames just kind of
Well, he was hidden though, right? Does he get advantage for being hidden? How does that work?
I thought I did, yeah. I do get advantage for being hidden, don't I?
Let me double check.
I think we've had this conversation like 10 times.
I think we
Yeah, I think we have. I thought that I did.
You get advantage when hidden. We don't have any rogues in our other game, so I never have to worry about hidden mechanics. When a creature can't see you, you have advantage on attack rolls against it. Good move, everybody. Okay, so with a 25, that does hit. It's unfortunately only 5 piercing damage, which is actually...
But sneak attack.
With sneak attack, but the piercing damage is halved. It does not appear to do quite as much damage as you would expect it to, so that goes down to 2. I'm not sure sneak attack damage... It's not its own special type of damage. It's the same type of damage as the weapon that did it, right?
Yeah.
So that would be
Yeah, it is.
That's halved as well to 11. So 11 plus 2 is 13. So this one next to Sinner will take 13 points of damage. As you think you got a clear hit on it, and it looks like it hit, but not quite as much damage as you might have hoped for. Do you have any other things that you would like to do on your turn? Sorry to be a bummer.
This isn't my fight. This isn't my kind of fight. I'm going to bonus action fire at the one to the right of Hezia.
Got it.
Again.
Yeah, so make an attack roll against that one.
Sure. Not hidden anymore,
Correct.
though.
And that one also knew where you were to begin with, so.
What the heck?
I love that it's still
Okay, so
rolls
that's
all of it.
not an advantage, but a 14 does hit. And that gives you 6 points of piercing damage, halved down to 3. Where this one, likewise, unlike your first hit, does not seem to be doing quite as much damage as you would have expected it to. There we go, so 3 points of damage done to the creature next to Hezia. And will that end your turn?
And then I'm going to... No, yes, I'm going to stay right where I am. Behind the
And that
little
will bring us
Yep.
to the Fire Elemental's turn, who is going to make another attack against Hezia. Let me put this touch.
Sorry, Kyle, I misunderstood and I thought I was going this round, which is why I did
You're
not
good.
your thing.
You're good. It's fine.
That was totally my bad.
12 will probably not hit you for the first attack, though, as it reaches out to grasp you, but it winds up just finding its own flame, still burning off of your body. 15, does a 15 get you?
It
No,
does
so it just
not.
keeps, it can't see you through all of the flame that you're in already. And it misses.
Can't tell what's him and what's you.
Exactly.
Yeah. It ends.
So that will end that creature's turn, and we will go to Hezia's turn. And you will take 1d10 of fire damage at the top of your turn. So 10 points of fire damage.
Oof.
All right. Okay. So the one to the left of me, if I'm looking at it, this one is who keeps hitting me, right?
They
Or is
have, or the one to the left has been attacking 6. It attacked you first, but I think it wound up attacking 6 recently. And then the one on the right has been attacking you as well.
Okay. I am just going to try and take the guy on the right
Smart.
I think. And I'm just gonna just keep swinging at him. Let's see.
24.
So 24.
Yes, with a 24, that'll definitely hit. So that's 12 points of slashing damage. And so that will do its full 12. This thing is an ember in front of you now. It's
Do it.
translucent. You can see almost directly through it with just the occasional
Take it out.
spurt of fire coming up.
I'm going to just grin and then hit it one
got
more
it.
time.
I hope it
And
misses.
watch it not fucking hit.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, terrific. Yeah, so this one, it will go down
Yeah.
as the
Good job.
embers at the ground finally dull down into coal.
And I know it won't put me out, but I'm just gonna pat my flames as my bonus action. Just
That's
be
fair.
Ugh.
You just do like a...
And then turn to the other guy and get ready to attack
got
him.
So that will bring us to Cinna's turn.
All right. I'm like, when I complimented your whole fire aesthetic thing, this is really not what I had in mind. I'm on fire. Do I need to take damage?
Yes, you also take 1d10. Thank you for the reminder. 6 points of fire damage at the top of your turn.
Awesome. Thank
Very
you.
awesome.
I will go ahead and the one that is right up close to me, I want to aim towards like the back of him a little bit since he's a big guy and I don't want to catch me in the 5-foot range. But I will hit him with my Call Lightning.
Totally.
That is up. He will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
26. That is a good roll.
Good roll.
That's a really good roll. Heck yeah.
15, and that fails. So
Fail.
he is going to take the full 26 points of lightning
26.
damage. Excellent.
Heck yeah.
Very good.
Was that the one that was right in front of you?
You see
Nice.
this storm cloud that started to form overhead. That's providing you a little bit of protection from the sun, but it's not really helping because there's so much lava and fire nearby that you're still starting to be boiling hot all the time. And you see a lightning bolt just strike down directly through the center of this being who is just carved out in the center of it before the flames manage to come back and reform it. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
And then, yes, as a bonus action. Dog. As a bonus action, can I do?
That's fine.
Can I do a leveled healing words if I use Call Lightning, but it already was active, so I was just using my action to
if you're not
do it?
casting it, you can still use a leveled spell.
Okay, then can I give Hezia a second level healing word?
Also, is it a concentration spell called Lightning? Roll
Yes.
2 Constitution saving.
Did I take damage after that? Oh, from the fire. Right. And I have advantage on those.
Awesome. Yeah, that's enough.
And second one.
Also good.
Cool.
Okay.
Dope.
Then, sorry, I clicked away from
No
healing
problem.
word. I need to roll healing word still.
And who will you be healing?
Okay. Hezia, and I'm gonna tell her those flames just like really bring out your eyes. If that helps, though.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you...
I.
You rolled 3 ones.
By accident.
But that's okay. We'll go with the first one. So you heal 8 points as Senna's kind words
Thank
reach
you,
your
Senna.
ears.
So kind.
It
Does
was
that
nice.
end Senna's turn? Awesome.
Yeah.
Then we will go to the next fire elemental's turn, who, looking at Hezia and 6, Hezia just killed its friend, but 6 has done quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, I have.
So it's gonna make one swing at both of you. We'll do this first one against 6, and it will be a 11. So I think that's probably gonna miss. So it reaches
That
out
misses.
one left hand towards 6, and then its second right hand towards natural 20
Ooh.
towards Hezia,
Oof.
who will then take. Oh, I forgot to mark it as critical again. I'm such a dummy. So it rolled a 6 and a 1, so we'll double that 7 to 14 plus 3, 56, 7. So you take 17 points of fire damage, and your flames are even more ignited than they previously were.
The padding did
No,
nothing.
it was frustrated when you did that, and it just went straight for your face. And your tattoos are now somewhat disappearing underneath the burns. So that will end its turn, and that will bring us to 6.
6 will. Well, can I move here without touching the lock?
If you give me an athletics
Any-
check, I'll say anything over, because that's like half of it. I'd say anything over 10, and
Okay, I have a +9, so all I need is not to get a natural 1, right?
famous last
All right,
words.
let's do it.
Yes, you
we
very
go.
easily
All right.
are able to navigate around the creature and not go tumbling into the lava.
And even if you got a 1, though, I could have used. You would have been fine.
True.
Isn't lava damage like something
Yes,
insane?
it's quite a
Yeah.
lot of damage.
And once
die instantly.
once 6 gets up there, he'll go, "Mockery! I'm going to put you out like I put out my candle the other day," and then I'm going to attack.
6, renowned candle enthusiast.
We're gonna workshop that 6.
Yeah.
Well, no, you
Great
don't.
Weapon
Candle.
Master,
No,
I
no
didn't say it, but I wanted to. I'm sorry, Great Weapon Master. But if I didn't get it, I know I didn't say it. But
I'll say that you get it, but that means that you miss.
no, I get advantage because I'm.
Oh
Right.
crap! Well, I
Hezia.
said that you could get it because I knew you would miss, but I already said it, so now I have to give it to you. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. All right. Yeah. So that 10 goes to a 20. Is that right? Because it adds 10 points of damage, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't get hurt from flame damage.
Oh, right. So I will roll some of that for you. So that's 20 points of damage. Let me roll your flame damage. You take 7 points of fire damage at the top of your turn, but you deal 20, so that's pretty good.
And I'm gonna hit again, Great Weapon Master. And I'm going to also make this another maneuvering attack, and this time on Senna.
Ooh.
You got it. Is there a distance
so you can
limit
move
to that?
half your movement.
Is there?
What? No, there is no distance as long as I can see
Awesome.
or hear them. So
24
and another
points of damage that time with Great Weapon Master.
another 8 for the maneuver. I know,
Minus
maneuvers
8 more
are
points.
insane. And you can move 15.
Does that use up your superiority
and
die? Okay, just
Yes,
make
it
sure you're
does.
marking that.
So, yes, I am.
Just to
and-
confirm, you said you gave that to me, right? But it only saves me from an attack of opportunity from the one that you're engaged with.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Damn it! Whatever.
It's only your second time playing this character. That's okay.
Yeah, I didn't use that maneuver at all
It
last
happens.
time. I was really excited to
Cool
use it.
idea.
I had no idea what that was. It's cool though.
And then I'm going to move. I used 15, and I get 40 total. So I have what? 25 left, right?
How much movement do you have?
I have 40. So I get I have
Yep.
25 left. So because I used 15. So I'm gonna move over here and one more to try to get closer at least to Senna so I can help
You
her
got
out.
it. Will that end your turn?
And that ends
Gotcha.
my
And
turn.
because of mobile, it doesn't get an attack of opportunity against you. Okay, so we are now on this one, who is, not liking how this looks. Who does it want to attack? It's going to focus on Senna because it hasn't been able to see everything that 6 has been doing. So it's going to make 2 touch attacks against Senna as it goes in for a grab. That'll be a 17. Does that hit?
Can I use my reaction to drop
sure.
that down? Come on. Come on.
16,
Come on.
15.
Ooh, nice.
And so
Awesome.
that misses. Because I brought
So the first
Nice.
touch attack misses. It
Nice.
goes in for a second one, now enraged with a 21.
Yeesh.
And
I'll
I'll
take it.
spirit heal.
Okay, so let me roll damage for that. You take, what was that? 10 points of fire damage.
I'm gonna spirit shield you again. Haha.
10 points! Once again, coming in with a clutch
Wow.
save. So you do not take the additional 10 points of fire damage. You are still on fire, but somehow it has not actually damaged you with its own attacks. Only with...
This feels like really good like retribution for all the times in our other game I've been knocked unconscious for all of you.
and so that brings us back to the top of the round with Wheezy.
Alright, well, there's not much I can do, so I'm gonna just shoot
Fair.
again at the one with Senna. Sneak attack. Magic bolt.
Yeah, so you want to use your +1?
So,
Awesome.
I wonder if it'll let me. I'm trying to roll it. Tell me if this rolls.
It did.
The roll? Oh, sweet. Did it add
Yeah,
anything?
it looks like it added the +1.
Ooh, Nice, yeah.
Awesome. So with a 14, that will hit. So you can go ahead and roll damage for it.
But that didn't add any normal attack modifier that you would have.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll just do it the other way
That's
and
weird.
add one manually. There might be a better way to handle it.
Okay.
I'll ask Kakaroto.
Still would have.
All right. Well, then I'll just do this, and I guess take
We'll take the
damage
from
then.
it. That makes sense.
All right.
You have a friend engaged
Man.
with it, so you do get your sneak attack. So that's 7 piercing
So it'd be
damage.
7.
Plus sneak attack of
Wow.
8 for a total of 15. And which one is that against?
So many ones.
Senna.
The one by me. Yeah.
So you do 15 points of damage, and it looks like this dealt as much damage as you would expect it to.
Interesting.
Yeah. Still gonna bonus action shoot it
Of
again.
course.
As one does.
Mm-hmm.
So John Mulaney says.
Nice.
Those better.
Oh,
those
Lord.
better rolls, but not great in the piercing.
Yeah,
Damage.
so 23 for an attack, that'll definitely hit. 8 points of piercing damage, but that will be... that does look like it does not do quite as much damage as you would expect. Or as you would hope. And will that end your turn?
Yes.
Man, you have
It
not
will.
gotten hit at all this attack, or this combat.
Well, I mean, like this, I can't do shit to them anyways, so I might as
You've
well
done
not
some
get
decent
hit
stuff.
at the same time.
And so that brings us to Hezia, and then next up Senna. And so Hezia, at the top of your round, you will take 10 points of fire damage, or not 10 points of fire damage. You will take 6 points of fire damage, but on a D10.
Alrighty, right. I'm going to see that I have been abandoned and just step slightly over here.
Yeah,
Abandoned.
fair.
I'm
fair,
helping our
fair.
healer.
Overall, attacking the one for Senna. And I told y'all, Hezia's sensitive. And this one, like, sadly, because she's by herself fighting this one now.
Jesus, irrationally insensitive.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna yell compliments. Like, Hezia, you're looking so buff
So
today.
buff.
Like, wow.
You go, girl.
So many dice.
She's-
Natural 20.
Damn.
Beautiful.
Natural 20.
I
She
think,
channels her.
when I critically
Oh yeah, you get a
hit,
brutal critical die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
think
did.
did it for you.
So you did.
Yeah, okay. And then I think I also get like a bonus attack or something because of my great weapon master.
Look that up while I do the math for the critical damage. So 12 points of slashing damage plus 6 points of slashing critical damage for 18. Plus your
I
brutal
think it'd be
critical
34.
is, or that was 18 plus 23 points of damage because the fire damage is not activated.
Oh, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So what did I say that was? 18,
Oh, okay.
23.
I haven't triggered it either because I didn't think it would work.
No, I mean, it makes sense. There are a bunch of large fire creatures. They probably wouldn't mind.
Yeah. And the thing says on your turn when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon, you can make one melee weapon attack as a bonus
Nice.
action. So does that mean I can hit 3 times?
That is
this
exactly
time?
what it means.
Dope. Okay, then I'm just going to continue to
Forever.
hit this guy.
And he is starting to look
Until he
pretty
dies.
brutal.
Okay. Well, I hope he does.
27, that'll also hit.
Nice.
14 points of slashing damage is, yeah, that will be enough. You see this other fire elemental as you make just a third or a second savage attack straight through. You carve straight down through the center of it. It splits into 2 flames and then just putters out of existence in front of you.
Okay. Can
Heck yeah.
I, because I've only moved 5 feet and I have 40 feet of movement, can I run over to the one attacking Senna and hit it with my third attack?
Since you can do it as a bonus action, I would say, yeah, that you could move that to a new place if you wanted to.
Okay.
And you have exactly enough movement to get over there. Lucky you.
Heck yeah.
And so I'm going to swing on this
Awesome.
guy.
13, that's all that you really need. So that's 8 points of slashing damage
Damn.
applied to it. As Senna, just in a brutal, blood-curdling scream, extinguishes one of these flames about 20 feet away from you, and then just sprints over, sword overhead, and sends it crashing through the next fire elemental.
I got credit for your thing because you said my name.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Hezia in a blood. I don't think Senna would go into a blood-curdling, screaming rage. But maybe.
She could.
Maybe in an open field or something.
Maybe if it was like about capitalism or something.
Or like if there were too many trees or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Something
Compliment. Nice skill.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Just since we're both on fire, I would like to give Hezia a hug.
Unfortunately, there's 5 feet of empty space between you, so you can't give her a hug, but maybe you can use your movement and your action to do that afterwards. At the top of your turn, you will take 6 points of fire damage. You see as you're moving and going through all this combat and sand is just falling off of you, the flames surrounding you are just sending like tiny pieces of molten sand to the ground as it transforms into ice and just falls down.
I'm like, how dare you? Gosh. That's my...
Double!
What's it?
Natural 20.
Jesus, that's never gonna happen.
For some reason
to me
you did
again
it as
in
a
my whole life.
constitution save, but...
Wow.
That was a concentration.
Oh, right. Oh, man, what a
Because I'm on fire.
waste of 2 natural 20s. I'm sorry. But yeah, you were able to maintain your call lightning in a very,
That's for all the times
very
that,
cool way.
as a halfling, I re-rolled a natural 1 and got a natural 1. All right, then yes, I will do my call lightning once more in front of it. I do want to make sure I aim a little bit to the back of it so that it doesn't catch me or Hezia
Right, 'cause it's within 5 feet. That sounds good.
Within 5 feet, correct. So if it would please make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Coming right up. That's an 8. That's going to be a fail.
Heck yeah.
A bunch of other dice came in
So-
the screen.
So 12
points
damage.
of lightning damage as
Nice.
another lightning bolt, the air still crackling from the strike before, connects in exactly the same spot, showing that lightning does indeed strike in the same place twice. And do you have anything else you
Nice.
want to do on your turn?
And Hezia's fine. I'm just gonna. I'll just like look
Fair.
aggressive,
Not quite as aggressive as Hezia looks nearby,
but I'm trying.
but you are mean mugging this large fire creature.
No, actually, I don't even want to mean mug it. I just want to like hair flip it and like throw some more sand
Just
into it. Like,
dismissively. Terrific.
yeah.
While you're doing that, Hezia is like Jonathan Groffing the spit on her face while staring at the sky.
Full King George.
I
So
love
that
it.
brings us to 6 because the other 2 fire elementals are dead.
All right. 6 is going to move over here and turn, and he's going to say, where did all my... There we go. He's going to say, mockery! All your friends are dead! Now you are gonna die too! And he's going to attack. Great Weapon Master.
Excellent. So that's
27.
yeah, both of those will hit. And actually, there is something that
Oh, wait. Oh, it did it twice.
that I should have been doing this entire time. That when somebody makes a melee attack against it, they also take fire damage.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna say
You are all dead. I'm the only
I'm
one
gonna do
still alive.
3d10 of damage to 6 and Hezia because I think y'all have both attacked at least 3 times. That's my bad.
Yeah. And I need my 10 from the start of this.
So
turn.
this one will actually be for 6. Oh, I made that 5 when I meant to make that 4. There we go. So you take 16 points of fire damage.
Ow.
And then let me do the same 3 for Hezia. And you take 14 points of fire damage from the previous fire elemental attack, or the attacks on the fire elemental that you've made. Sorry for missing that. And so your attack did hit because you have advantage. 22 minus 5, 17. Yep, that hits. So your 14 slashing damage goes to 24. And that is actually exactly what is needed to send this one packing. And you, how would you like to do this, Kyle, if you'd like?
Well, it's fire, so I mean, 6 is going to slash down and be surprised, I guess, when it is gone.
Yeah, you see 6 come over and just start mocking this fire as it sends another blade coursing through it. You see the red hot, or the sword go red hot as it goes through the flame, and the fire dissipates in front of you. And you find yourselves now still surrounded by lava, but no longer... yeah, you can all take an action to put yourselves out.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yes, yeah.
When did we end up in when we in like the hills? We're now in lava.
Well, you're moving through the...
There was lava all the time we were crawling up the hill.
Yeah, as there were the occasional lakes of lava and lava flows going through.
It's like we're literally in a volcano.
Yes, there is a volcano at the center of this mountain that you saw as you were starting to approach, as mentioned earlier.
Ooh.
Very.
Since we are out of combat, can I cast Healing Spirit and put my little kind of fey nature spirit of like a little kind of iguana over on Hezia for 3 rounds and then onto 6 for 3 rounds, and it'll just sort of like lick them a little bit and they'll each heal 3d6 if that's all right?
Yes. There's a limit to the amount of healing that can do, isn't it?
It can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which is 5, so
awesome.
6 total.
Yeah, so you both get 3d6 of healing as this tiny fey iguana starts... You said iguana, right? It's your lizard? Yeah, as this tiny weird lizard starts crawling up you and just...
like
weird.
with its weird bulging eyes
I'll roll
looking
it.
in multiple directions as it heals you and gives you a little bit of positive energy.
Oh shit, that was a
Yeah,
good
so
roll.
16
So that's 6 and
Oof.
I should have flipped them. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, he
Yeah, so 6 gets 16 and Hezia gets 8.
We still have potions.
Yeah, we have potions.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, you each have 4 regular potions plus the ones from your gladiatorial battles that weren't used.
I never got any of those.
Are either of you guys like pretty banged up still, or are you like
And
okay?
combat.
I think it's a little sore from all the shooting, but other than that, it'd be all right. I think.
I'm gonna just pat Wheeze on the head and just sand just piling off of me into his
There
hair.
we go.
Every time.
I'm a little less than a quarter hurt, so I should be okay.
Take
Yeah, you're fine.
I think I'm
You're
gonna
tough.
take one of my potions of healing because I'm still
Totally.
pretty rough. How much is it again?
2d4,
It'll say on here, right? Just kidding.
I think, for a
Never
regular
mind.
potion of healing. Ooh.
Oh wow, cool. Very
My
cool.
word. You do still have 3 more
Nice.
if you'd like, just from class.
Statement.
Yeah.
We could take a rest a little bit away from the lava. Find a spot.
That's true.
Try to take a rest.
Right. If y'all want to. Good.
Yeah, well, why don't we
Sure.
carry on until we find somewhere that like isn't, like on fire? So
Yeah, let's look for a nice spot
Yeah.
to rest.
Maybe a breeze.
Totally.
Breeze.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to change over to... Go to this map. This is as good as any.
Oh, Jesus.
You find a nice, peaceful place to relax, sitting in a field.
So
In
Yeah.
Mordor.
You find a nice place in hell.
Chris Tolkien, please don't sue me for saying Mordor. But yeah, you find a nice, peaceful place as the crackling of lightning and the constant outpouring of lava goes on around you, and you take a short rest. And let me roll one thing to see what happens,
Kind of like
or
Hawaii.
if anything happens during this hour-long
see what
rest.
happens. Great.
Nothing happens.
Love it.
Yeah, so you're all able to
Cool.
successfully take a short rest, and you can spend your hit dice as desired.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, I'll do one more.
I'll go over to Hezia. So
Hezia, did you roll the lowest dice again?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stop it. That's so brutal.
Okay, that's better.
You have a bunch of hit dice to roll, but I was gonna come over to you and just kind of like not even really say anything, just maybe like put that potion on your knee and just drop it. So you can have this potion. You have an extra potion.
Thank you.
Just a regular old
Actually,
potion.
6, are you a construct?
I am a
You cannot take any of the healing from Healing Spirit.
Wait, no, I think I do get that sort of thing. Hang on.
Yeah, because I checked that before. Because if
thought
you're
we
a construct, I can't heal you at all.
Yeah, I thought we checked.
Oh, wow.
But I'm because I have a soul, I'm not technically a construct.
Yeah, I asked that before, and you said no.
Let me see.
Did you already use that potion?
Healing Spirit.
Wait,
Heal.
no,
Yeah.
no. Do you
Okay,
need-
because no, 6 might need it apparently if he can't get healing from anybody.
Yeah, I didn't take it. I was able to heal myself with hit dice pretty decently.
Heal
Okay.
Warforge.
Yeah,
I have it.
at
so-
least what from looking it up, yes, you can.
Oh my god. This cat
Yeah, and
is going
potions
wild
work,
behind the
too.
door.
Yeah, she's very offended with the doors closed.
because I'm still a living
Okay.
being. Because I have a soul.
Warforge are living humanoids, resting,
Just because-
healing magic, the medicine skill, all provide. Yeah, apparently there was a note in Eberron that says that they can be healed. Very cool. Awesome.
Cool.
Okay, so
I mean, did you not want a lizard to like lick you in a weird way and rub its little bulgy eyes on you?
No,
Is
that's
that
is that
not?
not your aesthetic?
It like spurts out wood and like adds.
I like to think of Warforged as like Bender in that episode of Futurama where he goes to the island with all the other old robots because he doesn't want to get a software update. But anyway, so if that finishes what everybody wants to do during the short rest, does it?
When Wheeze gives the potion, he will say, "Demand, Wheeze, you should be the one using your healing potion. You may need it."
I'm alright right now. You know, I mean, she didn't need it. She'll give it back. It's fine. I appreciate it. You were like all up in the flames. I'm good. It's nice.
Oh, look, he was worried about you. That's
Aw,
nice.
You'd love to see it.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a sip. I'm just gonna take a quick sip of the flask. Just a little nip. Anybody?
Your own flask, right?
I'll
Not
put
the one that
some-
Hezia found.
Yeah.
Not the one. Let's quickly
I don't
ruin
think
this
I know.
adventure by all getting addicted to Red Claw.
Yeah.
I
can't
don't-
do that.
I don't think I know that. I don't know that Hezia has it.
Yeah, that's
I wasn't paying
fair.
attention.
So does that finish everybody's short rest activities? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
So, now that you've taken a nice rest, at least 100 feet away from this pool of lava, so it's not quite as blisteringly hot, you're able to take some sips from your wine skins, from your flasks, what have you, and you eventually start finding your way back towards the path that you left earlier. And actually, give me 1 second, if you will. Sorry.
If you need me to like re-roll a survival check because we stopped and we're fighting, let me know. He's MIA. I don't know. He just ran past me.
That's fine.
I think he got an eyelash in his eye.
Oh
which
no.
is super painful.
Worse.
Sorry about that. I occasionally get crazy feelings in my left eye where it starts feeling like it's burning when I've been looking at my screen for too long. But everything's great now and everybody's back.
You remember when I was ordering those blue light glasses and I was like, "Hey, do you want me to get you a pair of blue light glasses?" And you were like, "No, my eyes never hurt."
No,
Yeah,
they
that's
just
cool. I
no,
remember.
they're feeling great. But no, with we can keep going from your original check. This was kind of a miscellaneous encounter off to the side of it. So continuing on through the path that you've been tracking, you find this. You keep tracking where there's broken liquor bottles. There's occasional marks from the cart. There's pushed off empty crates that you're able to follow, and eventually it starts leading you deeper and deeper into the foothills. And eventually, as you're starting to navigate through and around this nearby flow of lava, you see this motley assortment off in the distance of carts, ogres, and robed figures moving towards you. Almost as quickly as you can see them, one of the robed figures throws up their hand, calls something out, and the carts come to a halt as the ogres begin looking towards you and start to ready their weapons. And so this actually goes almost immediately into additional combat.
I'm going to run really quickly to use the restroom.
Yes, and actually I was just about to say, so as we get to this spot, we might, it's almost 9 o'clock. We're going to take like a 5 or 10 minute break. I'm going to throw up the AFK screen, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, everybody. And we can all go to the bathroom, get some water.
Wish I had the maneuver.
Hello, everybody. We're back now, running another part of Clash at the Kobold Cauldron. Where we left off was the party had managed to navigate more successfully through the foothills until they eventually found themselves face to face with what looks like possibly one of the moving caravans that brought Redclaw to the city of Knotside to begin with. And as soon as they noticed everybody, we're back now, running another part YouTube stream. So I heard myself all of a sudden. That was terrible. But almost as soon as the party noticed the oncoming ogres and robed figures in the carts pulled themselves to a halt, they were noticed as well. And it looks like the group of creatures will be moving aggressively towards you. You can try to do anything right now if you'd like.
Do they look like they are like gonna attack us, or are they gonna talk? Or
roll an insight check for me.
Gladly.
While she does that, I'm gonna look to Wheeze and say, "Recitation. I can throw you across a lava river, and you can hide on that side and shoot them from there."
Let's do
Oh
it.
Lord!
All right, and I'm gonna pick them up and get close to the lava and throw.
Oh Jesus!
Shot with the halfling. Sure.
What was that? Is that 10 feet? We're looking 10 feet wide on this?
Yeah, I'm gonna get as close as possible.
You're really okay.
High risk, high
yeah, it's like
reward.
15 feet.
Do it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
our
so
rogue
with
is
your 22
Toss me.
insight, I will say that ogres are not particularly hard to read. These especially not. They have been itching for something to do, and you'll notice also that the creatures nearby them are like maybe up to like the lower, like below the knee of the ogres. They're quite small, and that the carts appear to be being pulled by two large weasels, effectively like gigantic weasels. And
Ooh, I want
the
that
ogres
with
do
the
not
pets.
look particularly friendly. No.
All right. Do we have time to do an action, or is that my action that I have time for?
I'll say that you have an opportunity to see them and try to interpret what's going on, and then y'all are pretty quickly going into combat because they are interested in fighting you quickly.
Can I still throw them or no?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an athletics check. I'm gonna say to throw a... What's Wheezy? He's a halfling? Or he's in...
They're like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
To roll
Roughly.
30... Or to throw 30 pounds, 15 feet. I'll say DC 15.
15?
Oh, no.
All right, we got it.
I'm rolling initiative for all the creatures.
Wait, no, that was initiative. Never mind. I got too relieved.
Yeah, so you
too
might have
fast.
to wait a second while it rolls a whole bunch of initiative for us.
I rolled oh wait, I can't see mine. Did I roll
It's
mine? Is it
waiting
in here?
for
Is it in this
all of the
mess?
initiative rolls to go
Okay.
through.
Natural 20 and then a natural 1. Thank God we got the first roll. Holy shit.
Yeah, so with that,
To be fair, you could have re-rolled that one.
very...
I would have.
True. Yeah,
I would have
could've
given
done
you
it.
that.
Okay, yeah, so you're able to get Wheeze over... I'll put him on with a natural 20 on the other side of that rock.
Hell.
Question: Why?
Now I turned to 16. Like, now, how are you gonna get him back, man?
Yeah.
was your
I thought of that as Kyle, but as 6T, he's going to turn to Senna and look at her and not say anything and just pull out his great sword.
Terrific.
Very
What
cool.
what a
Okay.
nightmare.
What a choice! Right off the bat.
Turn over and like chuck him over so that he can cross.
These...
All right, it's cool. I will figure it
I
out.
jump
It's all good.
over there,
I can-
throw him back.
There.
Maybe I can thorn whip him back. It'll hurt, but
Doesn't
I.
actually need to be in there. Okay, so now we have a slightly more simplified combat tracker. Let's get back into our aggressive music, which is from music D20 or D20 music. I can't remember which order it goes on. Okay, yeah, so y'all can start rolling your initiative.
When you roll initiative,
A 20 initiative, yeah.
Why is my
explode like beasts.
Man, some pretty good initiatives. All right.
I have 20 of both of them. Okay.
Can I just quickly tell Six, don't go too far into them. Like, don't go too in. You know what I mean? Like, get up to them, but don't go in.
6 will not.
Okay, so at the start of the round, having just been comically tossed across the lava river, landing on the other side of a boulder, we have Wheezy at the top of the round.
Sweet. Or I'm gonna yell back. Try to stay close to the lava, and then I'm gonna move forward.
Sage advice from the person who just got shot putted across a river of lava.
Whoa, sorry guys, I did not mean to do that. If that popped up on your
Unforgiven.
screen.
I'm just kidding.
I think how much movement do I have as a halfling? 25. Okay, not a lot.
No, not an awful lot. So you've moved 15 feet so
Okay.
far.
Yeah. So then I'm going to. That's my full
Yes,
movement
that's
right
your
there,
full
right?
movement.
Okay. And I am going to bonus action dash,
Okay, so there was 5.
so I can move a little more.
Yeah, from here to here, that would have been 5 feet.
What's this little guy over here?
That is a
What's that looking like?
quite small boulder.
Mhm.
You might be
Gotcha.
able to hide behind it.
How small are we talking?
You're quite small.
It's hard to clock
Alright.
distance
How much-
of a
how
stone
much
from
movement do
30
I-
feet away.
How much movement do I have? Can I get to
You
behind
have
that?
20 feet left, so from where you are, you could get to here. Or actually, to here.
Okay, I'm gonna stay
got it.
here, where I am here, behind this rock, and I'm going to hold my action.
You got it.
My crossbow
Cool,
action
cool.
until someone gets in range. One of them.
Okay. Yes, 40 feet away. That's not within range. So that will bring us to 6T, standing at the lip of the lava.
I can move 40. Yeah, I'll move right. Make sure that Hezia can get here. She may not. She can be able to get in. Hang on. No, that's nothing. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna move up to here,
Nice.
and I'm going to. Or is that actually that might be too far? We can send not say too close, and then I'll say, query: are we gonna fight? And I'm gonna hold my action for one of them to get in range. And I'm going, yeah, and I'm holding my
Awesome.
attack action.
You got it. Then that brings us to Hezia.
Okay.
Wow, we all rolled
Yeah.
well.
And then after that, Senna.
Seeing my compatriots not attack right away, I am going to also move forward. To about right there. And I am going to take my sword out and bonus action make it light up with
Beautiful.
fire and say we can talk or we can just kill all of you.
Okay, roll an intimidation check for me.
Okay.
And while she does that, unless you have anything else you want to do on that turn, Senna, you can start.
Not great.
You see the
Oof.
ogres hear you say, then they go, "We've been looking for a fight."
I'm super strong. Be scared of me.
As a half orc, you're
Aw,
big, but these are ogres.
Oh yeah, ogres are scary guys.
All right. So I moved forward I'll just say, you really should have taken her up on that offer, and I am going to go ahead and cast a 4th level wall of fire,
word.
which I definitely want it to look like it's like coming up out of the lava and then just spreading out to make a solid sheet of flames. That could be a 60-foot wall of fire. So I'm going to go like edge to almost edge, basically.
Okay.
And so it is going.
That's actually
One side of the wall to fire to.
too big.
So
there we go.
Ends its turn within 10 feet of that side. I don't think it's going to do initial damage because none of them are in it. But if they cross through it, they'll start taking damage. And if anybody ends their turn within 10 feet of that side of the wall, they also will have to roll for damage. But our side of the wall does not take damage.
Can you not put them in it, or?
Actually, yeah. Can I just move it like 10 feet forward, or 5, 10? Yeah. Can I actually do it here so I can get some of them in it for the first bit?
So you want
Why not?
it? Or crap! I keep starting this in the wrong part of the square. There we go. So you want it like here.
Oh, am I accidentally measuring something? I didn't intend to. Yes, that would be great.
And
so then, I don't want to be a pain, but can I move it up one more square so that these 2 little guys and the ogre are in it?
Yeah, let me get rid of this. And place 60-foot wall of fire there. That will put...
Okay, so...
I guess he's kind of in it. Yeah, so I'll say for his first turn that he'll take damage from being in it.
Yeah, he'll probably get damage when it appears, but he wouldn't have to cross through and all that, so...
Yeah, so let me bring up Wall of Fire. You create a wall, you can make the wall to... Yep. And when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 5d8 damage. Okay, yeah, so all of these creatures have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Just the 3 of them, right?
Yes. Will you send Wall of Fire into the chat? If there's a way for you to cast it, I might be able to do it from...
Do you want the text like that, or do you want
I was hoping that it would give me an option for the saving throw. There it is. I sent it through Foundry's system, not through Beyond 20.
Oh, nice.
So I think I can now make all of these creatures at once make the saving throw. Let's see. Oh, I can't.
Is that
There
cocked? Whoa.
I just have to...
How did that?
I did think I saw an earlier cocked, and I was like, how?
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, they definitely don't all need to be making it.
Don't they all?
Yeah.
Anything within its... when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw.
We don't see all.
Isn't that within the wall? Because then the range of it is only up to 10 feet after that.
And one for the green. One side of the wall.
So I would assume each creature within its area means within its literal space, but that was just my interpretation.
But isn't it anything within 5 feet of it takes damage? I don't let me open it.
And any creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side takes damage, but when it appears, it has its own little designation. Each creature within its area must
Okay,
take
gotcha.
damage.
So actually, all of those creatures did have to make it except for the Winged Sorcerer. So it will... all...
For what it's worth, they all failed.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. So they all take 5d8 damage if you want to roll 5d8, right?
Ooh.
Nice.
28 points.
Ooh, that's pretty good,
of
too.
Fire damage. Okay. We have
Nice.
one dead creature here. Wow, these actually managed to survive. I was not expecting that. We have some very damaged dire weasels that are... You can smell the burn of their fur coming off. And
I love a dire weasel. It's great.
It's,
and you
10
see
out of
the half of the ogre is caught in this wall of fire that just came up. and it just starts roaring in pain as it's already looking pretty hurt. And phenomenal first turn. Oh, actually,
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I might mute myself because it could be one of those things where I sneeze 10 times in a row. So if you just see me muted and doing that, don't mind me.
That is a-okay. Yeah, so
We know
Let
your
me
MO, it's
actually-
alright.
add these to the combat
Gaining attention by sneezing.
just so I can know when.
Nice one.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so now I know when that happens. Would that end your turn? Or do you have additional damage that you want to do?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. So a huge wall of fire has appeared. It is opaque. You can no longer see through to the other side. So Wheeze will not be making an attack unless something comes through the fire.
The ogre is half out.
Yeah, the ogre is half out.
I mean, I wasn't in range anyways. Anyone would have to move forward.
So then we will go to this creature's turn, who is going to see this huge wall of fire. And it is not pleased. It is certainly not going to go towards you. I'm going to say that it's going to start turning around, and this I knew was going to be a clunky thing to have to do. But I'm going to say that it's able to like turn around, get to this point, and that would put this here, and I have to go to the tile setting so that I can... I don't think I can actually rotate this. Nope.
Wendy's
All I
like,
can do-
I'll be a druid. Matt's like, sounds good.
Yep, so I'm just gonna leave it that way. It just won't make an awful lot of sense with the direction that it's going.
I walked up to him earlier and was like, okay, so I have a couple questions for you. You know how there's giant snakes? And he's like, just
No giant snakes. So that will bring us to this character, who is also not really... Oh wait, I'm still on the tile view. Let me get over to this. Man. No, can't do that.
You vibing.
This creature is going to... teleport. It's going to use
All vibe at
its
once.
movement. No, I can't get quite there.
It's that jam.
Gonna go
It really
here,
is that jam.
and then it's gonna use 5 more feet on difficult terrain to be able to get, we'll say, over here, and it's going to cast. Well,
What? It can cross the
it
lava?
has Misty Step,
Oh shit.
so it casts
Oh,
Misty
shit.
Step to get over
Ooh.
here.
I've made a huge mistake.
And it can kind of see what's going on, but that will end its turn because it doesn't have any useful bonus actions. That thing is
Have to kill
dead.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
no, not even close.
Nah.
Damn.
So that will end the cast caller's turn, and it will bring us to this one, who is going to do the same thing as the other one and already start turning around. And we'll end that turn. Which one is this? Okay, yeah, so that one's not in trouble. This one is starting its turn within 5 feet of the wall, so it takes damage, doesn't it?
When it
Oh, if
ends,
it ends
its
its turn within 5 feet.
turn. Within 10
within
feet.
10 feet. Okay, it is going to come over here, and it also is going to Misty Step
Oh shit.
over here. And its
It's nice
turn,
knowing you, Wheeze. It's nice knowing
the
you.
ogre is inside of it. Or actually, let me double check something.
I'm looking up the rules to jumping in 5.
Is that still 10 feet because it's
I-
diagonal?
Correction. Bonus Misty Step is a bonus action. So it can bonus action, and it can still cast a cantrip if there's anything within range. 60 feet. Yes, they actually both could cast. Which one do I want to do? Firebolt.
Wheezy's finally gonna get hit.
See, it's not a good thing.
They're both
like,
going to cast Firebolt at Wheeze. So I'll do 2 attacks real
It's
quick
not good.
here.
That one didn't even hit you.
9 and
See?
12. Do either of those hit?
Either of those hit?
Somehow, no.
Very disappointing.
See? Nothing to worry about.
Well, they see me, so that's a problem.
Okay, yeah, so that should end its turn. Now we're on the ogre's turn, who is going to leave this fiery torment that it finds itself in, and go running at the person who insulted it, which is 6.
And then,
Attacking.
wait.
and-
Time to get attacked first.
And I can attack too, I think. I think it's within 30 feet of me.
And no great weapon master, just regular.
It looks like it's 40 feet within.
It's hard for me to see because I'm not zoomed in. How
It
close?
looks like it's 40 feet away from you.
Try scanning.
why are you making attacks? Oh yeah, because of your action.
I held action.
I held my action, and it is 40 feet, but am I able to make an attack at disadvantage from that distance?
I assume
held
range
my
is
act-
within your actual range. So I would say no.
Mm.
If
Okay.
in the future, if you want to do it, say within any range, because some of them were within 60 feet of you to begin with,
Okay.
which is
That's
the
fair.
disadvantage range.
Yep.
So let me. So you rolled a 13 and a 14 for your held attack. Its armor class is 11. So yeah, both of those are going to hit. So 16 and 14 for 30 points of damage. Oh man, this thing is already just barely hanging on by a thread. So it's gonna make its attack because it's already here. So we're gonna have a giant great club attack from the ogre for 12 to hit 6, which I don't think is gonna hit.
Nope.
All right, so this thing is looking a little panicked. It ran out of a wall of fire, made a swing, immediately got sliced twice. So its back is burnt and its front is diced.
Oh, since he missed me, actually, I'm gonna attack him.
Sure, of course. Or wait, does that use your reaction?
It does use my. Oh wait,
'Cause
no,
holding an
yeah,
action
you're right.
does
I
use
used
your
my
reaction.
to hold.
Um,
Yeah, I forgot that.
Now we're on this other ogre's
Smart.
turn. And
Remember, the wall is
Yeah.
opaque, so
so it doesn't know what's going on. And it doesn't seem like a great idea, or I don't think it even has enough movement to run through it if it wanted to. It doesn't. Or it has 40 feet of movement. So it could get into the wall, but that's it. I'm going to say that it is going to make... Because it can't move through that small area to the side. It's too big. It's going to try to make a jump across the lava. So I'm going to have it make...
I was just looked up jumping rules, Matt, because I'm doing the same thing. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So it's whatever the strength score is if they move 10
So that's
feet.
the minimum that they can do, right? Okay.
Yes.
Because it should also say, I think, that DMs can choose to let them do an athletics check to
Yeah,
make a
definitely.
bigger jump, right? Okay. And is it the same for large creatures?
It doesn't say anything about creature size.
Gotcha. I'm going to say that it's also going to have a 15 DC to athletics check to get over this. So let's do an athletics check. Ooh. The ogre manages
lava,
to
baby.
make it about into here as it attempts to jump over the lava to navigate through the wall of fire, which was a terrible idea. The wall of fire would have hurt it way less, probably.
it's not a wall of lava.
No. Now let me double check.
So what we should do is just hang back and let all of them just
Kill
kill
themselves.
themselves. Yeah.
Didn't you have tea earlier, Weez? Can you like still make tea? We can just.
Should I just sit back?
Mm-hmm.
6T's about to fucking go for it. Just so you know.
Brilliant.
Shit.
He's got to save you.
I think it's 10d10.
Can you see any of those guys jump over though?
No, I haven't. So it depends on what Wheeze does next.
Fair enough.
How much damage does lava do? It's 10d10 or something, isn't it? Lava.
Something
It's a
like.
shit ton. Yeah, it's like that, I think.
Where is it? Damage. Wading through a lava stream is one example of the 10d10 damage level. Yeah. And he's not wading through it, he splashed into it, so that's probably at least that much.
10d10
damage. Let's see,
Jeez.
he's still alive.
That's horrifying.
There's about to be like a bunch of
Ah!
Dang.
Yeah, ogres.
Does he die?
Ogres not
instantly?
being the most clever of species in the world. This one makes a running leap in an attempt to jump over the lava in the same way that he saw his small friends be able to jump over the lava. And he just lands directly in the center of it and lets out a terrible as it slowly golems into the lava with just its palm being left at the tip as it's reaching out.
I almost feel bad for
Trying
him.
to
Yeah,
find
poor
his way
guy.
out.
No.
So that's one
Next
dead
one.
ogre.
Next.
And then that brings us to this thing, which having taken fire damage. Where are my? I think it's in the notes here.
It's okay. I hope you have at least 4 more guys to go through because I am still trying to come up with a plan.
The plan is pretty obvious. It's wall of fire.
I can,
Yo, yeah,
I
for
can jump the
you.
lava, no problem. I'll be over there. I got 20 feet of
so let me
jumping.
roll a d20 here.
6 and I made a decision.
Yeah, that's way less. So all of the creatures here, which are just these 2 weasels, both need to make Dex saving throws. Saving throw, normal. Saving throw, normal. Okay.
So 13 fails, 17 is the DC. So that one.
It's not for the DC.
Oh wait, no, I
of-
didn't think
It's not
of
for the
that.
DC of the wall of fire.
Never mind.
You see immediately in front of you, breaking through the wall of fire, a massive explosion and force of energy as you hear a sonic boom on the other side of the wall. Not a sonic boom, but a pretty loud boom. As looks like something on that cart blew up, dealing 15 points of damage to the 2 dire weasels, who are just dead now.
Aw.
Poor
Poor
weasels.
weasels.
You hate to see it.
This fight is taking some turns.
I have to say, this is not at all how I saw this fight going. So that's great. Okay, yeah, so that's exploded. That cart is ruined. Its driver was already dead. And now we're at Wheezy at the top of the round. Wheeze. I apologize.
Right. Shit.
Oof. That took a real negative turn.
Yep.
Actually.
Gotta protect myself. I'm all alone. So, so I'm gonna move forward up here. Right there.
I should have installed the additional effects that you can put over the map so it would look like fire was falling. I just thought about that.
Okay, so this is
Nice.
20. This is 25 feet right there. That's my movement, and I'm going to fire crossbow at
You
this
got it.
guy. Magic crossbow, by the way. So +1.
Okay, so that's a 20. You don't get sneak attack, or 21. You don't get sneak attack damage, so for a total of 6 points of damage dealt to this fella over here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I am going to attempt to bonus action hide behind this tiny little rock.
For that one,
I'm also a tiny creature.
go ahead and roll it at disadvantage.
You got it. You got it.
It's fine. I can do that.
You can do it.
All right. Okay.
I have faith in you. Natural 1.
You got
Oh,
you can't re-roll that? No? What?
I can re-roll a natural 1.
Halflings.
As a halfling, yeah.
Lucky. So roll once more.
Okay.
For hide or for
So
stealth.
don't use it. Okay. So don't use that 22.
No, do not use that
Just roll
22 because
again.
that was a disadvantage.
Sure.
31. So it's a 22.
I'll take that.
31. My God. Because that.
So I'll pull out the T then, right? I'll pull out the T.
Yeah, you managed. It's like in Return of the King when Frodo and Sam slide down the rock mountain and they like cover themselves in the elven cloaks and they just become boulders. You just lean down, and even though you just shot one of them, you are vanished. It's like you teleported away. So that'll end your turn. Bring us to 6 with an ogre who is just spilling his guts, literally, not figuratively, onto you.
So we're at 3 Lord of the Rings references so far. Let's just keep a tally going.
I'm just gonna attack, not Great Weapon Master,
Totally
just regular. Because I don't think this thing has much left in it. Dead. Okay. With my movement, because jumping is part of movement apparently, I'm just going to jump because I have 20 jumping, and I'm gonna just jump over.
Wait, I thought you said it was how much? What's the rule with jumping?
It says your strength score.
You get 1 foot per.
For strength.
It also
score.
does specify that each foot counts as 1 foot of movement. It's not like difficult or anything.
Oh, so if it has a 19 strength modifier, it would easily.
Yeah, it should have been able to jump it. I thought maybe.
Oh,
they just had
I
shitty
misunderstood.
strength.
I thought it was based on the modifier. So this ogre is still alive. No. All that horrible things I said about it.
Yeah, let's get over there to save.
And,
and
it's going to use its action to get to here, we'll say.
Yeah. Does it count as my action to, or not my action, but the movement is included in the jump, right? It's not an added on?
Sure. I don't want to get too bogged into how jumping works. I'm just glad my ogre's alive.
Okay. Okay, so I can't add.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Right?
No, so if you have 40 feet of movement, I would say that your jump is part of that movement.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can get there.
Good. So I will jump to here, and I will look towards the ogre, knowing that Wheeze is here somewhere, but I don't want him to get hurt, so I'll be like, mockery! I have you all to myself! Let's go!
Delightful. Do you have anything else you would like to do?
No, I have a bonus action. Since I killed it, my bonus action with Great Weapon Master, I can attack again, but I doubt I can do it with a ranged attack.
No,
correct?
I don't think so, because you'd have to drop your weapon. And
then yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, then that brings us to Hezia and then Senna.
Alright, I guess we're fucking jumping.
Y'all do whatever you want. I'm not fucking jumping.
So, how do the jump mechanics work? I don't have to roll.
It's however many feet your strength score is, not your modifier.
So 18 feet for you, so you can jump over that.
Okay.
There's no
I
chance
would
that
not make it.
Hezia cannot see me at all.
No, she can't see you.
No, but we saw you hit fire.
This jump?
Because I'm going like this.
You can get to that point, Hezia, because you have 40 feet of movement, right?
I don't even know if it's worth the jump because I can't hit him. I'd have to.
Yeah, but I can't either. We'll get him next round when it gets over, and you can hold your action when it gets over.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do?
That's
Run
true.
through the wall of fire? Like
yeah, you're right. I always forget you can hold your action. Okay, then I am going to jump, and when I'm jumping, I'm gonna rage jump.
So you're gonna bonus action rage.
I'm gonna bonus action rage in the hopes that he hits me. And I'm going to hold my attack for it to get within like melee
Totally.
range.
So you run over and you just the angriest pole vault that you've ever seen, as you just scream while clearing 15 feet of lava, superheating your boots, and you land on the other side, and that brings us to Senna.
All right, I know my limits. I have a +0 strength. I can't jump it.
I'll let you make an athletics check.
I'm gonna just move up.
You're magic. You could can't you just magic?
The magic guy's good over there. The other
Why?
guys.
No. So I'm gonna just chill near the ogre corpse. I'm concentrating on my firewall. So I'm mostly just doing that, but I am gonna go ahead and do a guiding bolt at that ogre. Who should be well within range.
And with guiding bolt, he just gets
so
hit,
I
right?
will.
Or
no,
that's magic missile.
It's a
Okay.
melee spell attack. Not not melee, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, so make that attack.
Okay. So I hold up my star chart crystal of my spellcasting focus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
18 to hit, 15 damage. Next attack on him has
Excellent.
advantage.
So the next person who has a turn is Wheeze, actually. So Wheeze, you try to remember that.
But just for my own sake, can instead of it being advantage because he has like light all across him, can he just be really sandy now? So he just is standing out against the lava?
Yeah, you see a large ball of sand, like a giant snowball, get launched towards this creature, and it just blasts all over him. He has sand in his eyes. He's trying to cover it, and he's just not going to be able to see the next attack coming, and so they'll have an advantage against him. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Well,
Yes,
that's me.
okay.
No. That was movement bonus. No, I'm good.
Okay,
Or
so
action.
this creature
I'm
is
good.
gonna go ahead. He's gonna move. He's gonna release this thing so it falls off his cart, and they're going to keep going.
The dropping balls.
Should be able to get to
Look like the cart to the little poop.
Or actually, no, he had to use his movement or his action to drop it, so he's not gonna be able to make a dash. But I'll say they're able to all make it over there, and I'll move this over here with them. Okay, that will end its turn, and that will bring us to this creature's turn. Who?
Wait, did I get to go?
It hasn't gone through the whole round of initiative yet. There's still
bad.
like six
My bad.
things left.
I thought you said Wheeze was up next, and I was like,
No, you're the
okay.
next player character up. My apologies.
Gotcha.
So
No
the
problem.
winged sorcerer is. Oh, I'm still on the tile thing. That's why. It is not. It's gonna move. We'll say over here to start. We can start seeing people, and it is. Oh, of course it is. It's going to use its 3rd level slot to cast Fireball and send this to you. So if Wheeze, Hezia, and Six would all make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Is this like an evasion thing? Because I think I get advantage
with
on,
evasion,
or
or I think you mean
what is it?
Evasion means that even if you fail, you
Yeah.
take half damage. If you succeed, you take none.
Right, that's what this would be
yes,
considered,
'cause it's
correct?
a dex saving throw for you.
Okay, cool.
So
Sorry, I did not mean to roll twice.
that is okay. You were successful on both.
How'd I do?
You were successful. Okay, so all 3 of you were successful. So Wheeze takes no damage. The other 2 of you will take 15 points of fire damage as a single bead of fire moves through this ogre's large legs, erupts into flame nearby, and starts to meld with the lava nearby. That will be.
At least I keep my rage.
Yes, you will definitely keep your rage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any bonus action cantrips.
That was a good roll on an 8d6.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So that will end its turn. That creature is dead. This one up here is going to do the same thing. It's going to knock this down over here, and
Taking little poops.
actually let me 40 feet.
Are they blowing up their own merch?
Oh, nope, that was not supposed to go over there. You cannot see what's going on the other side because there is a gigantic 20-foot tall wall of fire. And so let me bring this thing up.
Made sense at the
with it.
time.
There we go. Okay. That will end its turn as it drops that thing. Wall of fire has a 10-foot range?
Yes.
Okay. Let me roll the 5, what is it, 5d6 for it?
I'll roll it real quick. Hold up.
It's probably still going to happen regardless. But...
My D&D Beyond is going a little slow, but I got it. Almost. Okay.
So 20 points of fire damage. It rolled a 17. Yep, so it... you see another explosion coming through the wall of fire. This time it is not nearby enough to anything to actually hit it. But you do see it happen. And you hear another big explosion on the other side of the wall. That will end that creature's turn. It will be this one's turn now. And it's going to stay exactly where it is. And it thinks that its friend had a really great idea. Casting Fireball. So it's going to do exactly the same thing. So if all three of you would once again make a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw for me.
14. There we go.
Oh, I failed.
Okay. So 2 successes. So Wheeze does not take any damage.
Yo, I'm so hidden. Even the fireball.
Yeah, even the fire.
Hezia, you take 30.
Just keep rolling like almost max damage.
You take
Fine.
35
It's
points
fine.
of fire damage, and 6 you take 8 or 17 points of
17.
fire damage.
Jesus. Should everyone have jumped over?
Yeah, this is where all the
No,
guys
I'd be
are.
getting hit now
This is
too, so I'm
perfect,
glad
yeah.
I didn't.
This is actually a perfect. This is just their first round. Once they're close to us, they ain't doing that again.
Like, you guys are just like taking the brunt of the fireball. I'm just like hiding behind a rock screaming like, ah!
It's gonna move back a little bit. That'll end its turn. That ogre's dead. This ogre has a turn now, and it's gonna come forward and start making a giant club attack against
Hezia, you have
Hezia.
your
Yeah,
reaction.
I'm gonna hit him twice.
Normal attack. So that's a 17 to hit Hezia.
Meh.
That
Nice.
hits.
Can I
Sure.
cut that down? Reaction. Now it's a 16.
That still hits because that's
Oh.
my
Alright.
attack. Sorry.
Damn.
You hate to see it. 19
you
points
don't.
of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
But that's halved
Halved,
to
right?
9.
Yeah.
So you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as this giant club
Oh,
catches you in the
really?
side.
Then can I hit him twice?
Yes, you may hit him twice, if you care to.
One has advantage, right? Because-
Yeah, and
Yep,
advantage.
first one has
so
advantage.
Wheeze, you no longer have advantage because
Nice.
this will take up the guiding bolt hit.
Who? Wait,
Well,
what?
Does 17 hit
17
him?
does hit. So that's
Okay, so that's 12
12
points
of damage. Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna hit him again.
And that also
And
hits for
that's
17
17
points of damage. Excellent. Yeah, so he runs over, swings a club at you, and you just immediately start cleaving him at the shoulder, and his arms are barely hanging on now, as your blade just keeps getting left deeper and deeper inside of him. He's looking very badly damaged. So that will end his turn. That will bring us to Wheeze. And actually, you're hidden still, so you do still get advantage on whatever attack you're going to make. Because with a...
Okay, so I get
Yes.
advantage, right? Okay. All right. Well, seeing there's a giant ogre here, but then seeing that I also have my 2 giant friends with me, I'm gonna look past the ogre and see the little shithead shot fireball. So I'm gonna advantage fire
You
crossbow
got it.
bolt.
Nice.
Oof. With sneak attack, right? Because
Yes,
advantage?
so that's 27, and that's to the one to the left, right?
Yes,
Gotcha,
this one
so that's
here.
25 points of damage done to that creature, who is still standing, but is looking very badly hurt as it's just clutching its chest through its robe, and you see the blood start to pour out.
Okay. A bonus action fire again.
Fair enough.
Cool.
9. So this time
Oh,
you're sitting.
wait, I reroll 1, right?
Yeah, you do reroll ones.
Nice.
Yes.
Damn. All right. Yeah. Or actually, let me check one thing. Nope, doesn't have shield. Okay. Yeah. So this one goes down with 16 points of additional damage done to it.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and mark
Okay,
him
and
as
then-
dead. There we go. So you have one downed robed creature.
Okay, and then I'm going to move away from the giant ogre.
Of course.
But if I move if I move here, I would be probably in its attack of opportunity area.
Hard.
I mean, this is just a tiny little rock, right? I could just kind of go
Yeah, you
over
can
it,
go over
right? I mean, oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna move over here,
You got it.
away from the fire guy, and go there.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna, because I know there's somebody over there, so I'm actually gonna stay right here, and I'm just gonna. I can't use my hide action, so I'm just gonna be behind the rock as best
You
I
got
can.
it. You are hanging out behind the rock. That'll bring us to 6.
I'm going to, at the only sorcerer guy left, I'm gonna say, mockery! We fought fire creatures before, and they did more damage. And I'm going to
Roll a deception
I'm
check
gonna
for
run
me.
over.
Shouldn't you have said deception at the beginning?
Oh shit, you're right. Deception. I forgot I
Retcon.
say that. And then I'm just gonna run over. So wait, let me double check the movement because I want to. How much is that? Wait, I'm zoomed out. Hang on. How much does that say?
That's
I'm zoomed
25 feet to get to.
out. 25. Good to know. Oh,
There you go.
there we go. Okay, so that would have been 20.
No, it
then?
was 25. I already subtracted the
Okay.
last 5.
Okay, cool. And yeah, I'm going to Great Weapon Master. Might as
'Cause
well.
it's at
That's
advantage,
fun,
might as
even
well.
though he's almost dead. Yeah, at advantage. Great Weapon Master.
Oh, thank God for
Yeah,
that.
that'll do it. So
Advantage.
that makes it to 20 points of damage. And you see this ogre as you come forward and just stab directly through its back, and it appears on the other side. Just the tip of the sword on the other side to Hezia as it goes down with one more dead ogre.
And since this guy likes fireballs, I'm going to try to get out of its range and run over
Fair, fair, fair.
and
You
That's
got
my
it,
turn.
Hezia. It is your turn.
Alrighty, right. This guy's dead, so there's no fun in that.
All y'all with your 40 feet of movement. Ridiculous.
yeah, we got movement.
I have 25
hit
feet of movement.
That's too much. Wait.
I'll just be over here with my 11 strength and my 30 movement.
And your wall of fire.
Yeah, there's that too.
Hold on.
We miss you.
Abort. I want to abort. How do
You
I
can
abort?
right click. And that should end it, I think.
Okay, cool.
Or you can just double
Um,
left click or something, I think.
No, I forgot to hit control. My bad. Okay, sorry, friends.
Not.
She will not be moving.
30. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Ah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go there and hold my attack in case that guy gets closer. For now.
And Senna, it is your turn.
Never mind.
Sorry.
I have a question for you. I can cast Guiding Bolt. It's like a subclass ability, and I can, as long as I'm using my star map as my spellcasting focus, I can cast it without expending a spell slot and all of that stuff.
Or something?
Does 5, but yes. Does it count as a leveled spell?
If it's not using a spell slot, I would consider it an effect then. And I would say it wouldn't count as a spell slot. I'm not sure that that's the accurate ruling, so it might not always stay that way. But until I look it up, I'm ruling it as an effect.
You know, I probably can't see this guy, though,
no,
can
you
I?
cannot, because the wall of fire is opaque.
True. And I think it's an action to dismiss it, and I'm going to hang on to it for a minute. So I just want at the... Okay, alternative course of action, I apologize. Can I go ahead and use... Because our cover is clearly blown here. I'm going to use Wild Shape to... I'm sorry, Starbucks just jumped on my lap, and I have so much cat fur on my face, it's not even funny. It's like in my mouth. I will use Wild Shape to take my starry form, so my joints will start glowing as though they are star-like, and some of the many freckles I have are going to connect into the shape of a chalice constellation. So that will be my action. As a bonus action, I am Where's Hezia?
Where's Kyle?
Right here.
Bye, Kyle.
Oh,
Missed you already,
you know
but...
what? You might not be in range of me, you bitch.
Sorry.
What the?
Oh, here he comes.
I should be here.
He's
Do you
back.
not see me?
Okay, you're like 35
Oh, there we can see you.
feet.
I could hear you. Weird.
Oh no, 60 feet. You are in range. Okay, then Hezia. I'm gonna give you, girl, let's do like a 3rd level healing word.
Thank you.
Because you were looking pretty fucked up. And real bad. And because... Why did I roll that so many
We're
times?
going with the first one.
The 12, right? Okay.
But because I'd have the Chalice Constellation active, you are going to heal an additional 1d8 plus 5.
You let us see it.
Cool.
So heal 9 plus 12, so 21.
Awesome. Thank
Excellent,
you.
excellent.
You're welcome. Also, my camera froze up on my end. Is it
I
normal
can
on
still
yours?
see you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that happened to me last time too.
Okay, so this fellows
End
are
of
gonna-
turn.
Let's see. They can get
I'm gonna
basically
refresh.
off the map.
Oh, whoop. How does this keep happening?
She said she was
She's gonna
refresh.
refresh.
Move them off.
Not a
I'm
big
just gonna
deal.
go powder my nose, everybody.
Indeed.
And I keep accidentally hitting back on my mouse because this isn't my
Okay,
normal
so that'll
mouse.
end their turn. That guy's dead. Dead. Not dead. They're gonna go. Their full movement, including a dash. Or crap, that was the wrong button.
Bye.
They're like off map. Did they take their carts
Yes,
with
they
them?
did.
There's one
Rude.
cart
Riding
left.
their dire
But didn't it
weasels.
explode? I think the final cart had an explosion on it.
I love the name dire weasel. Okay, so that will
Yeah.
end their
10
turn.
out of 10.
I want to pet Dire Weasel in the main campaign, Matt.
No.
Aw.
We'll think about it. Let's. Oh, these things have sorcery points. Oops. Oh, this is filtered to only show actions. That's why. This is also bonus action.
Come at us, bro.
Well, not me. I didn't do anything really.
He is going to use his last. where they are going to use their last, or no, actually it's not their last. They're going to Misty Step again. I'll use, actually this should be at 1 now, not 2. There we go. So it can teleport to here.
Yep. Yep.
And that's its bonus
that's
action.
fine.
And then it will use its action to continue to dash to get further away. That will end its turn because it's everything that it can do. And that brings us back to the top with Wheezy.
What the fuck? Should we go? What should we do? What? They're running.
Are you saying this to all of us?
Yeah.
You have 6 seconds, so make a decision.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
You can't have a full
guess
conversation.
I'm gonna run.
Unless it's for comedic purposes, in which case I will let it run for forever.
It's always for comedic purposes, Matt. Oh wait. Oh shit. Sorry. My thing got all weird. Oh no. Oh no. I was trying to move. I'm sorry. I can't see how many feet that is. Okay. All right, hang on. I'm just gonna do it one at
I'll
a time.
throw you, don't
Oh,
worry.
Lord.
All right. I'm gonna get thrown.
Burninating the countryside. Burninating.
I keep seeing this like firewall thing and thinking it's a bridge.
No,
but
very
it's
much
not.
not a bridge. You can try.
The opposite of a bridge.
Okay, so I just moved 25 feet. Where's that guy? Oh, there's no fucking
No,
way.
he is 65 feet away, so even at, he's not even within your disadvantage range, I don't think.
It doesn't give me that, does
I
it?
think it's like 30, 60. Give me 1 second, I can check.
It could be 30-60.
Dash at the Kobold Cauldron.
That's okay. I'm still going to do this. I'm going to move
20.
further. I'm going to bonus action dash.
Your range is actually 30. Your disadvantage range is 120 feet, so you could make an attack at disadvantage.
That's okay. I'm going to bonus action dash an extra there and fire at him from behind this rock.
You got it. Still at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Yep.
Let me see. What's its AC? No. Arrow or your bolt goes wide and crashes into the ground with an 11.
So all I got.
That'll end Weeze's turn and brings us to 6.
I was gonna take Wheeze with me, but now he's far. Actually, is it knowing Wheeze? Is it my action to pick him up, and do I cost movement when I have him?
Yeah, it's half movement when you have him.
Okay, then never mind.
Even though I'm as light as a feather.
It's still hard to run with 30 pounds in your hands.
Fun.
Call me fat.
Human being, like
I'm here,
a small child.
and then another 40. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna run here, I guess. Oop. And I'm actually, how much feet does he have? I know he's got 25 feet. So I'm going to use my bonus action to...
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to use my bonus... Oh, my God!
Get it together,
Okay,
6.
hang on. I got it. Oh, nope.
Serious bonus action.
I'm going to use my action to dash. And if that's difficult terrain, I am not bothered by it. And I'm going to move... Oh, it didn't even work. That's fine. I'll do this old-fashioned way. 5, 10, 15. Oh, wait, I got to be a little bit away. 20. Okay, yeah, I'll be right here, and I'll say, statement. Wheeze, get on my back.
Oh, Lord.
Wait, 40. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to throw him. That's fine.
toss me.
Wheeze! I'm going to toss you.
That's 4 Lord of the Rings references.
All right, it's worked out fine. Oh, it's fine.
Okay, so that brings us to Hezia's turn, and then Cinna.
All right, I am going to jump back across Lava River.
You go, girl. I love it.
Like right. Can
Yeah,
I
you
do
can make
that?
that far.
Oh, I gotta go back.
Okay.
Just say you jump at an angle.
And I'm gonna be like, doesn't really seem worth it. And I'm going to take the rest of my action to just come over here and like get next to this cart.
You're too close. Don't
You
go that
can't see
close.
on the other side.
Mm,
But
We've seen
What?
this.
you've made your move, girl.
We've seen the.
Oh, to the wall. I honestly didn't have the wall in my vision. That was totally
that's okay.
my
And
bad.
yeah, you do know
yeah.
what Wall of Fire is since you've traveled with
I
Cinna
would
for
have
10
probably
levels.
come back
Yeah,
here
that's
then.
fine.
And like looked in the actual.
I
back
could
of the
be
cart.
mean, but I won't because that's unreasonable. You would know that fire is hot,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
and that fire can hurt.
I should also just like zoom out and actually look at my screen.
I should have a spell template here so it's more visible that it's a thing of fire. I'll try to have that for another time. And then, Cinna, your go. And you can drop Wall of Fire whenever you want, since it's a concentration spell.
Yeah, I'm about to. I am very concerned because my friend jumped over a lava river and then disappeared behind a wall of flames, so I'm gonna drop it.
Cool. Then I'll go ahead and clear all of these. Or no, these aren't drawings. They're measure templates. There we are. There we go. Much cleaner map now.
I'm gonna move forward 30 feet. Hold up, I'm trying to do a little... There we go, okay. And were any of these already injured?
Any of what?
The 3 creatures up ahead in a row.
You mean really far up ahead?
60 feet ahead.
There's no
these
creatures where you're pointing.
3. Well, then,
Yeah, I don't see anybody.
what am I looking at?
Give it a refresh.
Maybe
You're
they're
probably seeing where they were at the end of the last turn. I'm not sure why.
Okay, well, if I'll refresh if there's nothing. I mean, guiding bolt has a 120 foot
Not
range.
even- I
So
don't
is there
think it's
any?
close.
I can't see apparently. So.
Or actually,
All right, then.
that was
Right
the
there?
wrong
What's that?
thing. You could get to
Yeah.
1 within 120 feet, and then the others are actually only just at 125. It looks like.
Can I hit that one with a guiding bolt?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You can't get out of here. Fireballed us.
Yeah.
Your death.
They misty stepped away from my wall of fire. It's uncool. That's a 21 to hit for
Give me
14
1 second, I have
damage.
to measure something out.
You get
Nope,
advantage on the
can't
next
do that.
hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
If we chase him down.
So
We will.
21, yeah, 21 definitely hits. So that's 14 points of damage. As this thing is glowing with, you see like plumes of glowing sand start to emit off of this thing, making it very easy to see where it's going. Will that end Cinna's turn? Okay.
Yeah.
You might want to refresh now just to see if you can get a clearer view of where everything is.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
We'll go to this thing's turn. These are well outside of the map now, so I'm just gonna give them the old. Oh, I actually can't now give them the old delete. And then this thing also now well away. Gonna start deleting these as they're significantly off the map. This thing, seeing that it's still getting hit from this far away. Yeah, it's going to cast something on itself as a bonus action that you all
Something.
that you
on
all can't
itself.
see, and it is just gonna vanish well off into the map.
No.
Bye.
And that, unless anybody, or I guess we'd go back to Wheeze now, but we can say if anybody has any special means of trying to chase them, you can try to do that, but otherwise they are getting
I'm just gonna mock
pretty
them.
far away from you.
Mockery.
Yeah.
You are all cowards.
Oh, I didn't realize it had such a range on it. It's
Alright,
cool.
well,
Alright.
I'm gonna move up to 6. Well, wanna
Query.
give me the old.
Are you
just-
ready?
Yeah,
hold
alright.
Wait. Your strength isn't far. It's not high enough to do it by yourself.
No.
What?
Do you have a 15 or more strength? Or-
Me?
Yeah, you. Because you need 15.
No, for sure not. Not
Okay.
even close.
I got
Then I just want to be ready on the other side in case 6 totally whiffs this one with.
Sorry, it froze for a second there
Dad?
on my end.
He's coming.
Dad.
I think that means we won, right?
Yeah.
So you
back.
are doing something to try to help Wheeze get over.
Oh, your mic.
If he is. Yeah, you sound
Oh, is
quiet.
it quiet now? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's better.
Better.
There we go.
If 6 does a bad throw on him, I would. If he's like not gonna clear it, it'll hurt. But I want to thorn with him to clear the distance
Terrific.
if needed.
Okay.
So I climb on to 6's shoulder and I go, toss me, and then I give him a little kiss on the cheek.
I will say though, if you are holding a spell as an action, it does expend the spell whether or not you use it or not. Oh,
It's a
well in that
cantrip.
case, you are a-okay. So go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
You think I care about him enough to use a spell slot?
That's fair.
22.
Okay.
You glide across to the other side and do a neat roll and land, crossbow still in hand, ready for a dramatic fight that's just not there anymore.
I debate on thorn whipping him just because.
And I'll go back and then jump over myself.
Yeah,
go back
you're able
10 feet
to
and
easily
jump.
enough make the jump and get over there. And then or is this Wheeze or is this? Yeah, so I'll move Wheeze back over
Then I'm
here.
gonna turn to Senna and I saw that you were ready, I guess, and say, "Hurt statement. You should know my strength, and I am quite good at throwing."
Everybody sometimes just, thinks you got that oil of like fucking lube earlier, so I was concerned you might get. What did you get? An oil of slipperiness? Come on, that's lube. I was concerned you might just. I don't know. I just wanted to cover
The
our
stream
bases.
was not live
Statement.
when you got that potion, so I would just
When I
like to
got-
provide a little bit of context to the situation. And that in a wrestling match with the devil from the Sixth Circle of Hell that represents the Department of Soul Sacrifice and Tax Collection, by winning a wrestling match, Six was able to win a special potion from him, which I can't remember what it actually was. It was an oil of...
It was a potion
Yeah.
of slipperiness.
So it basically...
Easily could have.
bro, it's a ball of lube.
It
You-
casts
you
freedom
know.
of movement, effectively, I think. So...
Easily
8
could have dropped him. That's all I'm saying.
You think he's covered in it
Yeah,
We're
right
saving
now?
it for Hezia, but
You think he took 10 minutes at not side to just
Yeah.
apply it to
Just
himself?
lube up. Statement. When I'm with Wheeze, I can never fail.
Well, that's very sweet, but then what about his aspect of this? What if he wasn't in like a cool 3-point landing pose and he just sort of belly flopped into it? It wasn't any fault of yours, Shit happens.
Statement. Wheeze
Well-
never fails.
you acting like I leave it up to luck, love. It's not up to luck.
Please.
Has a thing called lucky, or whatever.
It's not
it
luck
is.
at all.
Fine. You know what? I'll tell you what. Next time that Six tries to shot put you over a river of lava, I won't be there to have your back. There. Are you happy?
Well,
How many
I mean,
more
not really.
rivers of lava do you think we'll have?
I don't know. This one carries on for some time.
Bro, I mean, it's been a concerning thought for me too. Well, where's all this lava coming from? Is there a volcano?
I want you guys to know the entire time you're having this conversation, Hezia is in the background like a child going, Wheeze! Wheeze! Just trying to get your attention while you guys are talking.
She should really get that looked at. It's getting concerning.
Wheeze, can you go over here?
All right, well, fine. I go over there.
You look in this cart and see if there might be any ingredients for that stuff.
Right. I thought, with all the lava, I thought what we were doing. Yeah, so I look.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
As he's,
I think I'm good at those.
Are you investigating the cart, I think?
I guess I'm looking for any kind of
ingredients. I'm too dumb to look for
Anywhere.
ingredients, so I need someone to
anything that
to be honest.
whatever she told me to look for.
If there's anything that seems like
An
ingredients.
11.
Dang, not that nat 20. That was
So as you're looking through, this is the cart that was pretty thoroughly immolated by both the Wall of Fire spell and what you now... What an 11 will get you is that you can identify that it was a large barrel, and you're able to find, like, a red claw emblem on the side of the barrel that is just utterly exploded and seems to have reacted very negatively with the fire from the Wall of Fire. But nothing that looks like something still drinkable. The explosion was pretty immense. There's like a 20-foot small crater where this barrel exploded.
And there's another barrel up here, right?
Yes, there is a barrel that kind of was pushed off of one of the carts to speed them up as they were trying to escape.
Does it have the same emblem?
Yes, it does.
Unfortunately, this cart is empty because somebody threw a big firewall up.
It's pretty cool.
As they were all investigating, Six is just gonna jump back and forth just to prove that he can to Senna.
For a robot, you are very...
And
I love him. That's what I love this guy. Look at him go. Crazy.
Really not get the wrath of God on him. I'm
I'm
mobility.
debating if I can, like, fuck your day up with anything I have.
Don't hit me into the lava, please.
Alright, so I go over to the barrel and I want to carefully lift the lid.
You got it. So you lift the lid and you see a whole bunch of sloshing kind of amber liquid moving around. It's like a sealed barrel on the inside, so the liquid isn't coming out. What was the smell?
I have a proficiency with an herbalism kit and pretty good medicine and nature and survival. Can I identify like anything that might be in it? Any ingredients?
You said you have an herbalism kit?
Yes.
Roll whatever the proficiency is with that. So proficiency modifier
Well,
plus whatever goes in. I think it's wisdom that goes into herbalism.
While she's doing that, I dip my finger in and I take a little
Okay,
taste.
give me 1 second.
Goddamn.
So like wisdom plus proficiency, basically.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna roll that as a d20 and then add it because that's the thing. So plus proficiency plus 9.
Where is the information that I'm looking for?
Nice.
Ah!
20. Hell yeah.
That'll do it.
Damn. Jesus.
Give me 1 second.
I made my choices.
Okay, yeah. So with just dipping your finger in, you just get a kind of burning sweet taste. But that's about it.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it tastes
I
good.
feel like it's medieval fireball.
What was that?
I feel like it's like medieval
Yeah,
fireball.
probably. It hurts a little, but then it does taste good, and it's kind of like when you take a bite of like a single chip, you're like, that was pretty good, but if I eat more of these, I'm gonna eat the entire bag.
I'll quietly consider just being like, shots, but...
Okay,
cool.
so you've taken a taste. You
It's
rolled
not
a
bad.
29 for your herbalism check. Are you proficient in Arcana as well?
No. As an intelligence-based skill, I have a +0.
Terrific. I would say, despite that, because since you are a druid and you are familiar with magic, it looks like pretty common alcohol ingredients that I don't know enough about alcohol to actually riff on what's in it. I should have asked Greg in the panel yesterday, because he's the one that knows about alcohol.
Grains. Barley.
Yeah, so there's that kind of thing. But you get, with a 29, you notice that there is an unusual ingredient, and it's a feeling of dark magic.
Can I cast Detect Magic and see if I can get any more specific?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna scout ahead.
I'll go with Wheeze if he's scouting ahead,
Sure.
and I will look as well because I.
Yeah, so y'all can roll. One of you can roll at advantage, or you can both roll separately if you'd like.
I already get advantage, so we can roll separately.
Guidance.
Yes.
To me,
Wait, what am
Yes.
I
You can
what am
also
I
add
checking?
a
What
D4
is this?
onto that because of guidance.
awesome.
For what? Perception?
You're just going forward and like looking around, right? Yeah, so perception.
Yeah. Can I get a D4? Sweet.
No, I got it.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Damn it.
I only yelled it once before you left, so.
Whatever. It's got a 19.
Yeah, I got a 21.
Okay. So you see with a 21 that the carts are swerving off of the path kind of off into the woods just to get as far away as possible, because it looks like the terrain up ahead is going to be slightly more difficult to navigate and to maneuver up through the mountain. But you do see what you think is still the tracks that you were following originally, leading up this slightly more difficult to navigate pathway.
Okay, so the tracks are not the same way that they're going.
No,
now.
they kind of diverted off just so that they could get as far away as quickly as possible, not wanting to deal with like having to get the carts back up this kind of rough terrain. And you cast Detect Magic, right, Senna? I'm not sure
Yes.
exactly which type of magic it is because it actually doesn't say. I'm going to say that it is a mixture of kind of an abjurative and necromantic magic, because it impacts people and causes them to want to do a specific thing, but in a unhealthy and negative way. It feels
That
like
crunk
a
kind of
it,
magic.
it smells like a curse.
This whole thing is giving me like a really bad vibe.
Yeah, the aura you
I'll leave it at that. It's like, it doesn't have an aura, Matthew. It is an inanimate object, but if it did, it would be like black.
Yeah, very, very bad aura coming from this thing. I'm going to keep saying it has an aura. 'Cause
Query, is that original ingredients that we can use?
this would not count as an original ingredients. This is fully combined and formed. You can get an idea of what's in it, but not specific amounts and things like that.
Should we destroy it?
Before you destroy it,
Query.
she's gonna dip her flask in and fill it up with the drink.
Hell yeah.
Lord.
Just in case to use later.
It's a good idea.
Recitation. Or no, not recitation. Referendum. Perhaps we can sell this to people who we do not like and get them
Terrific.
hooked. Or we can sell it to Ruckus, who will make good use of it, seeing that he works in hell.
Well, I don't see legs anyway. I assume you're talking about legs.
Yes, Ruckus
Statement.
is his real name.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, well,
So
I
you
don't...
basically want to get Hezia's boyfriend hooked on meth.
All right.
Say.
And I have no problem with that, but...
Statement. We would tell Ruckus what it was. Unless we want to get him hooked.
I personally don't want to carry it.
we could just roll it into the lava, you know? Just...
I think we should consider because I mean, 6, you keep saying how good you are at throwing stuff. Right into the lava.
6 starts picking it up, and if no one's gonna argue, he'll shock put it into the lava as far as he can.
I think. Does anybody know off the top of their head weight per gallon?
It depends on the liquid.
Water. Let's just start with
true.
water.
I think it's a couple pounds.
Water gallon weight.
If we used the metric system, this would be a very easy question to answer.
So it looks like water is 8.34 pounds per gallon.
Oh, not a couple. Wow, that's weird. You could just sit there and take like those little jugs of milk and
so
just gallon jugs of milk.
based on that, you are not able to pick this up. This thing has 79
Can I help
gallons
him?
of alcohol in it, and if my math is right,
So how
at
much is
8.34 pounds per.
That's almost
Yeah.
640 because it's almost 8 times.
I
8, so-
think.
Or it's about 640 because it's over 8.
Let's look up how much I can carry.
You cannot carry 659 pounds.
Dang it.
Well,
You could try to
you know,
roll it, maybe.
count off
Strength score multiplied by 15. So 20 multiplied by 15 is probably not.
300.
Yeah, dang it. So close. Well, with Hezia and I together, yeah, we can definitely.
I'll say you
Yeah.
can carry
You
it.
can.
Yeah, I won't chuck it.
We'll try to toss. Actually, if we're close to the lava and we toss it, that's not a good idea. Yeah, let's
No.
just roll it in.
Okay, so y'all want to kick
Yeah.
it into the lava and let it just roll in?
I'm just like watching, like, oh
Yeah.
wow, 6, you're just crushing it. Wow, so strong.
Just out of curiosity, where's
What a
everyone
journey.
standing while you're doing this? Please position
Statement.
yourselves.
Thank you.
Back.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm.
Well, we're kicking it, so we're gonna watch it roll. Like 6 definitely wants to see how good it can roll, how
I
good his
want to
kick can be
definitely
to roll.
watch it fizzle.
You know, he definitely wants to launch it with his
Where
roll.
am I? I'm gonna like fade.
Like probably here, maybe here.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm
Here,
doing
here's
some-
good.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
I'm doing some rogue shit, and I am just.
So y'all are standing where you're standing. You push this barrel of alcohol
into
lava.
lava. Yeah.
Man, it's like if
We're
I was
fine.
back in Savannah and a teenager, because people just love blowing things up. So
50.
Do you guys remember the explosion we heard?
So I'll
God,
just
if-
I'll let y'all.
Pretty low on health. This was a terrible.
Oh yeah, this was a
decision.
terrible
I didn't
decision.
Santa told us to
I'll
do
let you
it,
into a
so-
little bit of the background for how this works. So,
Oh,
this
God.
barrel rolls into the lava, immediately takes 10d10 damage. To determine whether or not this barrel explodes, I have to roll a d20. And if it is lower than the number of damage that it takes, it explodes. So, first off, we'll do our 10d10
Oh,
for 55. And then let's just roll the d20. It can't possibly happen, but we might as well. So a 3. And so the moment this barrel touches the lava, there is immediately... The wood is aflame, and a 20-foot radius
Yo.
explosion immediately engulfs Hezia and Senna. And
Jesus Christ.
I moved away.
or, I'm sorry, not Hezia
me.
and 6.
sick.
Uh,
Damn it! I almost went 20 feet. Damn.
and you take
Thought 15 was
4d6
good.
of fire damage, 16 points to both of you, as this giant barrel that you pushed, that you knew exploded.
I
I
never saw it
suggested-
explode.
Rowing.
in a
We couldn't
in a
throw it.
truly genius move.
No, I know.
Honestly, that fucking checks out with my character, so I don't even feel that bad. You're like an android or something crazy. So.
I'm gonna turn to Hezia and say, speculation. I feel like Senna did this to us on purpose.
Both of your eyebrows and eyelashes are just burnt, and you're covered in soot, like Seamus Finnegan in Harry Potter, when he's like trying to turn the water into alcohol.
I'm just gonna be like,
or any other spell he ever tries. To be clear,
I don't think Senna meant to do it. I think it was a bad idea, and I'm just gonna like walk away with my head down.
Like, oh, do you guys feeling okay?
Statement. Now it seems that we might need some healing.
Yeah. I see how it always is.
You want a drink?
I'm down for a short rest.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, query, do we want to track them and hunt them first? They'll get very far away if we rest.
That's true. Yeah, we should probably try and catch up to them.
If so, I'll heal you guys real quick.
So do y'all want to chase after those creatures, or do you want to keep going?
Yeah, I guess that's the question. And then we can decide if we short rest or not.
All right, here's the real question. Is there a long rest in this adventure?
Probably not, so we should maybe short rest.
You can try to do anything.
I have like all my higher level spell slots still, but the lower ones are getting long,
let's short rest. We'll short rest. It's fine.
We can
still track and be like an hour behind.
Of the lava.
They'll just be prepared for us. Is all. That's
yeah.
fine.
Now the question is, are they going to come try to find us in the next hour? And should we get out of here into that? Like you said, there's a wooded area ahead, and maybe try to like get off their trail a little bit.
Well, the ones that escaped, I imagine Six and Wheeze told you this when you got back. There was one path leading directly up some rough terrain up in towards the mountain, and then there was a path off where this wall begins to end, where the other creatures that you were just fighting trailed off to, because it was easier terrain to navigate, so they could get away farther faster. So the question is, if you want to track those creatures off into the woods, or if you want to continue going up in the direction that it seems like they were coming from originally.
Well, we have to find the ingredients, so... But...
Hi, Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Come here. No? Okay.
Query, you don't think we will find the ingredients inside? We need it from the cart?
I would assume that the cart is going to have more barrels like this where it's already made.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we should go up the mountain.
And follow the original ones.
Right.
Probably. But so you said it goes up the mountain, or you said it's easier terrain. Is it like trees? Is it open?
Like it opens up into, it's still like slightly rocky terrain, but it's not starting to go up a mountain terrain.
Okay.
You're still in kind of the foothills where there's like these overhangs, these lava flows, and different stuff like that.
Well, if we want to rest, we should probably do it somewhere that it might be a little harder to spot us immediately than where we were, you know?
Query.
Oh, no.
Why don't we just rest on the other side of the lava?
I don't know that I can get to the other side of the lava.
Observation. Hezia and I are very strong. We can just throw you over.
I'm gonna level with you. I don't feel amazing about that as an option. So maybe not that.
Hurt statement.
I am much bigger than a halfling.
Hurt statement. Fine, that's fine. We can rest here. Perfect.
Could we hide behind this cart to offer us some cover while we rest? Like
Sure,
over
it is
here?
mostly immolated, but the structure of it is still somewhat there. It's still hanging up on the wheels.
Yeah, and just like in this little
Yeah,
alcove
totally.
with that in front of us. Maybe,
I'm
or do you want to try and go somewhere else?
Query, Wheeze, do you need to rest? Perhaps you can just protect us.
Right, I can look out. Yeah, I feel good.
Totally. So, Wheeze can do.
I mean, I kind of can too. A short rest doesn't do much for me, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if the two of you want to keep watch, you can go ahead and make a perception check for me, and.
Ooh, I'll do it.
6 and.
Can I aid her?
Actually, let me roll one thing quickly. Nope, y'all are fine. So you can roll your perception checks.
Can we roll our hit dice?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll your hit dice.
Can I aid?
Yeah, you can
Senna?
aid Senna.
Okay.
You put your hands over her eyes so she has goggles
27.
and she can see everything.
I love it. So 27
with a
perception.
27, you see everything that's going on in the area, and it doesn't look like anything is coming up, and you've got a decent view of where the original cart went off the trail. It seems like they're either still going in that direction, maybe taking a short rest themselves and not coming back yet, but they haven't come back to where y'all are or headed back up the mountain, at least in anywhere that you can see.
All right. That really helped me. Thank you. That's great. I felt like it really let me focus on what I was doing.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for, really. That and like shooting people with a crossbow seems to be my
primary
main gig. Yeah.
Crossbow and hand telescope.
Yeah, binoculars more probably.
Sure.
Love it.
Sure. Yeah, it's more like
Binoculars, that's the word.
it's more like 2-hand telescopes. More like a,
So, short rest
You're right.
out of the way. Y'all are well rested. Do you want to continue navigating up the mountain, or?
Well, we need the ingredients, right? So we should probably head to what I would assume might be some form of headquarters.
It was mostly dire weasels with carts that escaped us, correct?
Right, but where were they coming from? Oh, were you asking me? No, you weren't. Go ahead.
Yeah, there were two drivers, effectively. There was one driver per cart, and then 2 dire weasels per cart.
All right. So if
And
we
one of
can
the
catch them,
spellcasters that
Okay. If we do catch them, then they stand a lower chance of informing anybody else that we're coming. However, we haven't been known to be the stealthiest group of people to begin with. So
Well, speak for yourself.
I'm literally glowing right now. I'm shedding light in like a 40-foot radius. So,
Well, that's why I keep my distance. But it's fine.
So if we can find them, it might make it a little easier for us in the future. However, we also might not care. Or we might beat them there,
That's true.
Speculation. I am very fast, so I can carry Wheeze without me being slower than you folks if we go against the rough terrain.
No objection. Jump on the back.
Because mobility, if I use my dash action, apparently I no extra cost for movement on difficult
Well, would you
terrain.
look at that.
So that basically makes it the same as their dash action in difficult
You'd
terrain.
love to see it. Wheeze and
Perfect.
6 combine to form a human mechano transformer.
Ultron.
Personally, I am just happy that there's a lot of rocks because that's basically just big sand. So I'll be fine. Slow, but fine.
Or
Emotionally fine.
So
What'd you say?
I said or pre-sand, really.
Pre-sand, I like that. Or it could be post-sand, depending on what kind of rock,
That's
right?
big brain
True,
stuff.
true.
So y'all are heading up the
Fine.
mountain. I'm going to redirect our energy a little bit. So y'all start heading up. You have a very clear and easy set of tracks to follow now. So no more necessity for survival checks or anything like that. Though y'all got a 26 on the first one, so it's not like you did a whole lot to begin with. And you see that the trail the brewers left behind leads to this blackened kind of dismal canyon, not cannon. Dismal canyon littered with razor-sharp obsidian shards, dead trees, and lifeless ash. Senna feels very at home here. It's like fire desert aesthetic. It matches very well. And the temperature, it's getting increasingly hot and dry.
I want to find a handful of like any kind of ash, sand, dirt mixture and just like
a chinchilla bathing in volcanic ash. Senna, for the first time, seems really comfortable in her skin.
Can I dip my fingers in the ash and give Senna matching tattoos to my lines going up on my face and down on my forehead?
Go ahead and roll a performance check for me, and we'll see how well you do.
This is what it's like being a bard.
We're gonna see if this just looks like Ash Wednesday, or...
Ooh.
It's much more Ash Wednesday than it is like fully decorated. Yeah. You have just like splashes.
I feel the most badass I've ever felt.
I'm gonna step back and just be like,
nailed
beautiful.
It, 100%.
It feels like Ash Wednesday is a real niche.
Tear up a little bit.
It starts to slightly smudge the ash underneath your eyes, but it's all mostly still there.
Does it appear that we're coming up on like? Does this look to be some kind of established like camp or headquarters, something that we're kind of coming up on?
If you will give me one moment. As the temperature starts to rise and the humidity in the air starts to bleed away, it's like you're standing in front of an oven. And as you start to go further and further up, it looks like maybe 400, 500 feet away. I'm going to change to the map just so that you can see it a little bit.
Map change.
Just so you can see.
I was hyping you up.
It. I feel incredibly hyped. My hype level are maximum.
Ooh, that's a lot of news.
Thrusting from the earth, kind of like a colossal tooth, stands a bleak, blackened volcano. A slow-moving, ropey lava flow surrounds the front of the volcano, blocking passage. The only way across the lava is a lonely bridge, flanked by a pair of obsidian gargoyles at the far side. 5 20-foot-high wooden towers manned by cloaked kobold guards protect a wide courtyard in front of the mountain. Just beyond those outposts, sticking out of the peak like a sore thumb, is a ramshackle wooden building built on stilts. From within, you hear the bickering, laughing, cackling, wicked voices of kobolds. A large hand-painted sign over the shack reads, Kobold Cauldron, K-A-L-D-R-U-N. Judging by the primitive lettering and misspelling, it's likely that the kobolds painted this sign themselves. And as you approach what appears to be the titular Kobold Cauldron and potentially the source of all of the Red Claw woes for Knotside, I think at 10:40 we're going to call that for tonight, and we will finish this adventure next week, Sunday, same time, and call that for the evening.
Damn. I was about ready to shoot some bitches. Like, I was about to start just...
There is quite a lot for you to shoot. And
yeah, I can see that. I can see the whole map, and it's disturbing. Because there's not a whole lot to hide behind, so that's great.
What was that?
What was that? I'm sorry.
So we're just going to come back in next time, guns a-blazing.
It's going to go straight into some hardcore stuff, and if y'all want, we'll call that the end for the game, but somebody did post a question for the entire group if anybody would be interested in supplying their own answer for it. I want to make sure I say it right. It's either Alakar Cyan or Alakar Cyan or Cyan. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that quite exactly correctly, but they said, if this is the first live play that you've used Foundry, I would be curious as to see what your players and your opinions of it would be. After the adventure, of course. And so we have used Foundry before for several games, but this is the first live stream that we've done for it. So if y'all want to talk about what y'all think about using Foundry, I think probably a lot of people would be interested.
So we do use it in our main campaign. We did start that out in person, like pre-quarantine. We're actually coming up on a year of our main campaign, like next week, guys. But so I personally was extremely hesitant about making the transition to a VTT because just, the vibe of playing in person and everything, it's so different. But I would say that this makes it almost more immersive, just because of the realism that, obviously they're animated, but you can get so much more details out of the maps, and it leads to much more creative encounters, I think, because there is so much you can do with the environment around you, and it helps you make much more informed decisions. The only thing I would say I ever kind of struggled with was remembering to control click to measure stuff, but that's just a matter of me being dumb. So
yeah.
Overall, I really like it.
Yeah, I really like the control clicking. I've used Roll20 before, and I love that because Roll20 Roll20 doesn't really have that. But I like them both. But I think I like Foundry a bit more just because it's a lot more user friendly in my opinion. You can make targeting and things like that. Just being able to shift and move and stuff is really cool. Like the control clicking to measure stuff, it works really well too. I just forget what button it is, but it's really nice to be able to use that to measure spell effects and such. We have a whole drawer of those acrylic shapes for spell effects, and then trying to find the right one and line it up. Total pain. This is way better. And using the all the modules is super fun too. I run a campaign of my own on Foundry, and it's super cool. Matt's in that one. It's just a lot of fun. And like Wendy said, the map is just so cool to have and so much nicer. I was afraid of it too, but then the second I saw the drawings and the details and everything, I was like, there is something about being in person with somebody, but I think this, with the maps and everything, it's great. Well, what we initially wanted to do was to use Foundry to make our in-person setup better. And I think still if we can go, obviously we all live a little bit apart now, but if we do in person, I think it would still be fun to use. I think literally the only thing I don't prefer about Foundry is the fact that Morgan and I are dice goblins.
Still roll live. Still roll live.
Is it Dice So Nice that is the 3D ones?
Yeah.
It's fun. You can pick your own colors of it. So it helps soften the blow, but overall it's really easy, and see, there you go. It's satisfying.
There you go. A bunch of dice moved onto the screen.
As a first-time D&D player with this group, I've done the in-person and online. And while I do love in-person because I love all the minis and everything like that, I think for me personally, because I'm such a visual person, that this is, like Wendy said, just far more immersive. And I feel like I've been able to get more in character in our home games just by having the ability to from the comfort of my own home be silly and do my voice and have the cool map as well. So I've actually really liked doing it online as well.
Yeah, it's kind of easier to roleplay when you don't have to look somebody in the eyes.
That is true.
100%.
I look you in the eyes every time. I'm looking.
I do
the
too.
Eyes, it's almost like no way.
I sometimes when it's really serious, I look into the camera.
I think I've looked into my camera once tonight because I cannot.
And actually, in the thing that I was doing yesterday, one of the guys, Kaora, he said that he started moving his cameras up to the top of the screen so that it's more in line with where the camera is, so it looks more like you're looking at people.
That's
and I was
cool.
like, that's genius. I'd already positioned all of the things for the stream at the bottom though, so I was like, ugh. But maybe in the future I'll have it set up at the top so that it looks more like we're looking directly at each other.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
There's definitely been, especially in our main game, there's been some really cool things that you've done with Foundry too, Matt. We went into a combat situation in like Lord's Manor at one point, and they had a ballroom set up kind of, and he had it so that they all like moved in a dance and such. I was like, that's fucking whack, but that was cool.
The different sounds that he had too going on, because like when you got close, I forget what that one's called. But
the ambient sound or the local sound.
The ambient sound. It's
that's cool.
It's really cool.
And then just some of the lighting effects, like there's some, I can think of some rooms we've been in that were lit only by windows, and then seeing the way it like comes in, it's just very immersive is probably the best word I have for it.
Yeah, the nine.
As a DM, Matt, do you like it more?
I like it a lot more, because like, and basically what I was about to say was that the dynamic line of sight makes things so much easier, because like, y'all remember, we started with Lost Mines of Phandelver before transitioning into like a crazy homebrew thing. And one of the frustrating things with like doing the maps from Lost Mines of Phandelver, or with any map really, is that like you have it on a battle map or you have it printed out on crappy paper, and like nobody has a commercial printer at their home. The ink never...
Speak for yourself, Matt. Speak for yourself.
All right, I forgot that Wheeze loves printing things in super high definition.
Good.
I mean, how many times did we print out a map that was like 8 pages across, and we're trying to hold them all down as they're blowing up?
Those were the good old days. Fucking holding a bunch of papers down with like, you know, coasters and
then
cups.
you try to use black like construction paper to like hide things underneath it, and you can never show exactly what you wanted. But this, you like literally place walls down, and Foundry does a billion calculations a second to make sure that nobody can see anything that they can't see, including tokens. It's easier to hide things. It's easier to set reminders, because like I can set status effects on their tokens. And that's what I was doing when you were on fire, and I forgot it a couple times regardless, but it was easier to track that you were on fire or if you were concentrating on something when those are running.
Well, and then something, you know, not to interrupt you, but something that you do in the, like when we were using this for our main campaign is like, the dark vision and stuff. Like, so if I'm clicked on my character and I can't see past a certain point or whatever, like it's black, like I can't see anything, which I thought is kind of cool. It adds to like the mystery of like what you got beyond there.
Yeah, when you've got a bunch of non-dark vision characters who can literally only see their square, it adds a sense of claustrophobia that like actually being in a room and looking at a map where you can't hide it for individual players, that it just can't match. And especially if you were able to use something like Foundry in person, then it has all of the benefits and none of the cons, because you're still like in person and everything. And I like doing digital dice rolling just because of how much stuff it automates and how many things I would otherwise forget that can normally be added to things. But you can also run with in-person dice rolling. That's what we do in our main campaign. And you can get away with that just as easily.
But then even so, there are times that we'll like run a roll through it just because it's easier than counting out like 6d6 or sometimes. But you know, sometimes it is satisfying to like.
You gotta trust your people. You gotta trust your people.
I fell in love. I used to love dice, but I fell in love with digital dice. I don't think I can ever go back, to be honest, just because it's so easy just to click in D&D Beyond. And
your dice are just so pretty.
As a DM, I roll, but like for certain things, I'll roll a d20 as like a DM. But as a player, it's just so easy to be like, all right, I'm casting this and just click it. It does everything for me. It's
and
so
for
cool.
anybody who hasn't used Foundry and isn't super familiar with it, if you want to hide your rolls, I didn't do any of it in this game, but there are options. I can do a public, a private roll, a blind roll, or a self roll.
You did at least one private roll.
It might have been accidentally.
It might have been on accident. I think it might have been on accident, but you did at least one private roll.
Accidentally done like slash. I can't remember exactly what it is because I use dice tray, so I don't ever have to remember what the ad stuff is. But yeah, so you can do different types of rolls, and your players can do the same thing so that they can send only a roll to the GM if you're trying to keep it hidden from your other players and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like the private rolls are really nice because like as this character, I have that ability where I can cut down or add to the rolls, but and we've said that can be like I can know what the roll is already, but you know some of them you can't know what the roll is before you make that decision.
Yeah.
And so if it's private, it like allows you to actually use that fairly.
And with Matt, whenever there's like 2 natural 20s in a row or something like that, he'll reveal it, you know, which is a nice ability for them to be able to do.
I'll do
Just
a
a-
private roll. We'll just do a quick d20. So that one goes out privately. Y'all should not be able to see it, I think. Good.
Nope.
Yeah,
No,
and so
can't
I can
see
then
it.
click on this, and I've got a reveal to everyone option. So now it should be visible.
19, you bitch.
I'm great. What can I say? And it's just awesome functionality. So if you want to play super secretive, like you have a DM screen, you can. If you want to go full public and be like, if you die, it's literally the fault of the dice, I couldn't do anything about it, then that's also doable.
I would say... What? So, like, me personally, like, when we were playing in person, like, I like that personally a little bit better than, like, you know, over, like, you know, voice and, like, face and, like, the Skypey kind of thing. But the maps on here and, like, the character movement and, like, doing all that, like, it's
good.
so much easier and so much more efficient than when we're, like, moving the little, like, you know, we're moving the miniatures and trying to do all that, and that falls over,
Yeah.
and we're like, shit, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, crap. And, like, yeah. So, I mean,
Well,
the
I was
map thing
pretty
is...
much gonna say, like, as I like doing it online a lot, and I really miss though doing it in person. And I think that when we go back to that, or like if we all get together to do it, I mean, Matt and I actually saved an old TV that we have and have a plan of like using that as a virtual tabletop in a more literal sense. We bought a dining room table and exclusively refer to it as the Dungeons and Dragons Nook. So
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
like
I can see that.
what we do in person, we would probably still use this.
Yeah. I could see people in person still using this for sure. Like if it ever came down to, obviously right now, this is the time to not do it in person.
Yeah.
This is the time to use it and everything for sure and get comfortable with it. And then definitely could see, I couldn't see us not using this even if we were able to go back to doing this in person.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. And I think that it seems like Matt goes pretty hard in it and uses a lot of different modules and makes it more complex than it probably needs to be if you want just something that can run, you know? But it's dope when you do all this shit.
Yeah, and you'll probably remember, like, when we first played, I was using it. The first thing I would recommend is, like, learn how to put a map down and learn how to place tokens, and that's literally all you need to get started. You can do everything else pen and paper the same way that you have, and that's how our first, like, several games were. Everybody was rolling at their table. Like, y'all still track your HP yourselves. I don't do that. I don't do any of the hardcore combat automation with, like, combat utility bell or, like, some of the minor QOL stuff. But you can do that. So, like, there's a more hardcore version of Foundry.
Yeah, but some of the fun of D&D is just doing 5 straight hours of basic arithmetic.
Yeah,
you know?
I need something to keep my brain sharp because otherwise it's just jelly.
Roll it automatic for me, dog. It's already jelly. I don't need it.
Button.
Exactly.
Click.
Done. And then let me see. Somebody already answered with the modules that are being used, and I think that pretty much covers everything. Oh yeah, I saw you win that, Juggernaut. That was awesome. There were a bunch of Foundry keys given away yesterday, and one of the people who won them is in the chat right now. But I think now that we're...
I was actually in the chat on that panel, and I was like, I'm gonna log out so I can't get picked because I don't want to have to explain. Like, I swear I don't need it. That's my husband.
I kept my account logged in because if I wanted to be like, what's Foundry? I'm sorry. Not interested. No thanks. It looks terrible. But since we're now at 10:55 and we had a hard 11 stop, I think this is as good a point as any. Thank you all for your question. Thanks for hanging out. We'll definitely be back this coming Sunday at the same time, starting at 7 o'clock, to go through the Kobold Cauldron and see what lies at the heart of this great, huge map, which is made by Jipeku, by the way.
I'm gonna guess kobolds. What?
I'm gonna guess about 2, 4, about 20.
Well, yeah, at
Bring
least
up
20.
the credits and contributors for...
Maybe some baby ones. What are those tiny little rings? Those little baby kobolds?
We'll
I hope
see.
not. I'll feel real bad when my area of effect those bitches to death. I'll
I'm
feel real
gonna
bad.
shoot for the small ones.
These look like guns. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so the makers
Sorry.
of this adventure are Je and Peku, Paper Forge, It's a D&D Monster Now, Music D20, The Griffin Saddlebag, and DM Dave, and they supplied the writing, the monsters, the tokens, the music, in the map. So just about everything, everybody who has access to Foundry gets this adventure for free with all the walls, all the tokens, all that stuff already placed. Same thing with a new adventure that just came out called Cycle of Cerberus, I think. I was just played it yesterday, I should remember it, but it's the 12 labors of Hercules, basically. It's super cool. And there's a lot of stuff out there like that, and you can also make your own stuff and play if you want. And somebody got in last second with a question of how did you get your group together to start D&D sessions. Senna is my wife. Six is my best friend and longest friend. And Hezia and Wheeze are former co-workers of my wife. I believe that's our...
Yeah, but to be fair, you and I are lovers, Matt. I mean, you don't have to... I know that it's weird to bring it up here, but, like, we've done things. It's fine.
Just rub it in, man. Just rub it in.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I don't know why it's here now.
No, it's fine. Yeah, Hezia, Wheeze, and I all used to work together. Hezia is my, like, long-term BFF. Hezia and Wheeze are in a relationship, and Kyle's my bruh. We're all, we're buds.
Bruh?
We're all
Bruh?
just long-term friends.
Yeah.
And we finally convinced, because this was Morgan and Taylor, which is Hezia and Wheezy's. This was their first D&D campaign when we started last year ago, and we were like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just give this a try. The rest of us, I think, have been playing since like high school.
Yeah. And I was excited to not.
Oh, so Mike, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You had played before, actually, right? But it had been a while.
Yeah, I played when I was like my late teens and stuff for like a little bit, but like I didn't really play too much. But then
I had played, but like as in pretty bad games,
But honestly, I was feeling like at first when we first did it, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know, whatever. But like if you're around the right people that make you like want to keep coming back and doing it again, then it's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm
like.
Yeah. I instantly fell hard into the D&D just hole in general, and now I have like 10 pair of dice, and I'm just like constantly looking for new D&D content. So I went at it hard.
You did dive head first. You dove head first, is what you did.
I found a new hobby, and
y'all both fell very far into the deep end. I think kind of the root of the question is how to find people to play D&D with, and if you want, I believe there's a looking for group channel on on the Foundry Discord, and if there's not on the D&D Beyond Discord, there is a looking for group channel, and I think Roll20, not that I'm advocating them, I think they have a looking for group too, and I've actually heard of a few people that found a group there and then sneakily moved them onto Foundry at the last minute. So if you're looking for people to play with, that's definitely a good place to go. And now we are butting up almost exactly against 11 o'clock, which is our hard cutoff time. So I'm going to go ahead and hit end stream. Thank you all for watching. It was a lot of fun. I hope you had fun.
Bye.
Yeah, we'll see you this coming Sunday.
Sunday.
Exactly.
Sorry.
At 7 o'clock. Bye.